I'm starting this challenge here in the 1950s with $0, a truck, and an axe. Can we make $10 million? Let's find out. Well, hello and welcome in, everybody. We are here on episode 1 on our 1950s survival series. We got $0, old beat up truck and axe, and a lot of time to make some money, I guess. Let's do it. Now with this truck here, if y'all don't know, it does take 5 to 10 business days for it to start up, so I'll see y'all next month. No, I'm going to keep it around 5 times speed up there in the top. Might as well move it along a little fast, maybe pretty fast. Not sure how long it's going to take, but I do have the Lumberjacks mod. No land is owned, so that means I'm able to cut down any of the trees I want to because of the Lumberjacks mod. So drop the tailgate right there, got a tree right over here. With this truck right here taking forever to start up, I'm going to try to leave it running as long as possible. Here's our axe. Let's go through cutting down some trees. Let's get a load here, see how much we make off of it. Got a feeling it's not going to be much. I am running the Forestry Helpers mod, so you may see a few things in the top there's a little bit different. And I also got that little cut line right there. That's the 1 meter mark. Now I am going to cut it to 1 meter. I got the option to cut it down to weight, but the weight doesn't never match up for some reason. At least not on this map or last time I tried it recently. I do know I can cut up 4 of these at 1 meter and then go over to 2 meters. The one at 2 meters is going to be a little bit overweight. That's fine. I'll sliver it down. Slither. It's 210 kilograms. I can pick up 200 kilograms on this game. Don't know about in real life. Highly doubt I can in real life. That's quite a bit of weight. I mean, in pounds, what is that, like 400 and something pounds, I think? I mean, hey, if they say I can pick it up on this game, I'm gonna go with it. But there we go. We're down to 196 kilograms. Now everything past this 2 meters is fine. Not sure if I can switch it over to 3 meters anytime soon or not. I'll keep an eye on that, try to figure out those perfect spots. I'm sure I'll figure it out with all this wood I'll be cutting down. Now, as far as the series goes here, got the goal going to $10 million. Start with 0, going up to 10 million. Making it a little shorter than my previous $0 to $100 million challenges. That way we can get through it. And plus 1950s. We don't exactly have the biggest and best equipment ever, so 10 million is actually kind of a far stretch, which I think is actually going to be really hard to do. And I want to get it done pretty fast. FS25 is coming out pretty soon. I know we'll be going into this series as FF25 rolls out. That's perfectly fine. I'll start up another series on FS25, or we'll jump into some sort of multiplayer live stream. That's the plan I got going there. I do have a couple of rules I do want to follow. Every time I do one of these series, I always try to change something up, make it a little bit harder on myself, unfortunately. We're going to keep it somewhat realistic-ish. Let's emphasize on that ish big time. Now, but the main thing I want to do to make it harder on myself is no loans and no leasing. Leasing is just so easy. It honestly is. I can just lease whatever I want. I go out there, lease a tractor right now, probably. Well, you know what? No, I can't. I got negative $4. After I sell all this off, I can lease a tractor of some sort. But maybe one day I'll get to a completely 100% realistic series. That's not happening anytime soon. Once all the mods start rolling out for FS25, might be looking forward to that on there. But hey, if y'all want to join some live streams on FS25 or multiplayer, let me know in the comments, and also hit me up on Discord. That's where I'll talk to you all about that, and we'll get some sort of multiplayer going on with FS25. First load of logs all loaded up here, looking pretty good. Now with this thing being all beat up and destroyed, I probably should have changed the hours on that thing. It says I got 0 hours. Guess what? I just put a brand new engine in it, and I didn't know what I was doing. That's why I can't start that good. Okay, I mean, new-ish engine, or I just rolled the odometer back. I don't know. Maybe I got ripped off over at the salesperson, but we're selling that off there for $1,784. That's looking pretty good. It's now 8:32 in the morning in August. Like I mentioned, time's going to be rolling a little fast. Let's see how much longer it's going to take for me to get another tree. Let's see here. A tree every 30 minutes. Yeah, I could be a millionaire in a couple of days if I just keep cutting down trees. There's no fun in that, though. I'm not going to keep cutting down trees. I just want to get enough trees cut down to get some more equipment and then start actually doing the farming portion. I'm sure there's going to be a big question asked out there. How do I get that 1950s mod? Well, it says 1950s up there. I don't know exactly if you're mentioning that mod or how do you play in the 1950s, stuff like that. That's actually, I believe, called Through the Years mod, and I might get some mod lists together, but honestly, the Through the Years mod and some other mod that goes along with that has all the mods built into it. It's required to download the rest of them. So this mod folder right here has over 1,000 mods in it right now, and mainly that's from one mod. So yeah, check out the Through the Years one, and then there's another one that's somewhat similar to that, or putting years on vehicles, something like that. Either way, that's how you get that, and you don't even have to do 1950s. It's just Through the Years. Oh gosh, that one's too heavy. My bad. I accidentally picked that up. Meant to slither it down just a little bit, get it under that 200. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to try to keep it realistic-ish. There's no fun to cheat and using that super strength stuff like that. I could easily just do this off camera with air quotes going on, and just add a bunch of money up there, cut down a few trees. No, there's no fun in that. I'm going to keep it real, and I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. hope y'all have a lot of fun watching and possibly following along. So if y'all are going to attempt this challenge series, whatever, let me know in the comments. I'd like to hear what you guys are doing, trying out. I learn a lot from y'all. Trust me, I do. So any tips, tricks, or suggestions, always welcome. Drop them in. And oh man, that almost fell right on me. That wouldn't be good, right? Yeah, I'm using quite a bit of that strap technique right there where you just kind of slap that strap on there and hope it stays. It seems to work out pretty good. Don't know if y'all noticed yet, but I got a huge issue about to happen, and we'll see that in a second. Here is that huge issue. Please start the engine first. I accidentally turned it off. Now, but it looks like some of these logs are starting to fall out. I mean, hey, if the strap holds it, that's all that matters. I don't care if it falls off down the road, kind of like in real life whenever I'm pulling something in the trailer. Hey, I might not even tighten that strap down any. I might just throw it over the top and say, hey, it's good enough. It ends up in the street, highway somewhere. Not my problem anymore. That's usually whenever I'm taking stuff to the junkyard. That way I can just lose it on the side of the road. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all. I don't do that. Growing up out in the country, strapping stuff down, backing up trailers. Oh man, I've been strapping stuff down for a long time. That is a horrible feeling if you lose anything. You feel like a huge failure there, but hey, where's that trigger point at the cell? Right there, there it is. I had a hard time finding it, but man, $1,800 on the dot. Exactly. That's looking good. We're up to $3,577. Not quite enough money to get anything. Now there's a trailer out there I want to look at getting. Don't know if it's going to hook up to this truck or not. We'll give it a try whenever we get to that money point though. Next up on Who Wants to Buy My Wood is this truck full right here, and we're going to sell that off for $1,771. 1771. What a good year. I don't know. Did anything happen that year that was really good? Not sure. Oh gosh. Apparently in 1771 in America, some battle happened in North Carolina. I don't know. Fun fact of the day, right? Turns out I have a 25.2 meter log tree thing standing right here with gravity as its only enemy. Yeah, and some balance to it also. So I don't think I could technically push that over. Well, you know what? I could. You know, growing up as a kid, I used to always go out through the woods and push over trees, dead trees all the time. But let's go ahead and use a truck for this one right here. And there it goes. Oh no, don't land on the truck. Don't land on the truck. This is my baby. My pride and joy. No, get out of there. Well, you know what? It was kind of stuck on there for a second. I almost thought, hey, drive it over to the sell point. I guess that wouldn't work out too well, though, especially for the price. If y'all didn't know that, do not sell off a full-length tree like that. No, you're not going to make very much money at all. Next load of logs here, and I want to buy something after this one, but let's see how much we get first. $17,000. Nope, my bad. $1,791. This time we're in the year 1791. Nah, I ain't going to do that every time for a sale. That'd be too much information, right? But we're up to 7134 in the top right there as far as the money goes. Top right, top left. I don't know. It's all blurring together. I got so many series going on. I do have some monies in the top left on different series. As far as trailers go, we got this one made in 1935. Maybe a little too small. Definitely really cheap. I could buy it. And then we have this one here made in 1950 that I could buy. Don't know how accurate these are. Call me out on anything that does not seem very accurate. Now here's the issue. Can my truck pull this? Wrong hookup on the front here. Also has some air hoses. Was that a thing back then? I don't know. Honestly, I don't feel like it is. Maybe it was, but I have no idea. Like I said, call me out on stuff that doesn't match up with the years too correctly. I'll try to get that stuff fixed, all that good stuff. Now we'll come in here, switch out the license plate a little bit, go ahead and buy this. Now there's the thing. I got a feeling it might not work, but also if it doesn't work, then I guess I'll have to save it around until I get a tractor, which is my next purchase. But $4,800 we'll buy this. Nothing fancy changing up to it. It will hold actual grain in there, 2,500 liters. Here it is, our new trailer. Let's see if it works out or not. Got a feeling it's not going to. This truck here does come with a ball hitch, and oh my gosh, just took that out. Hey, it's a little finicky on the turning and everything. I don't know. Power steering might not have been a thing back then. No, I've actually had a few vehicles without power steering, and they were made in the 80s. So yeah, I don't think power steering was exactly a thing back then. Ooh, man, I might have hit it too far over. Maybe I got to move that tongue over. I don't know. Oh, no. Hey, there we go. It does hook up. Definitely not exactly fitting in there perfect. It looks more like it's just kind of sitting on top of the ball, but as long as it works, right? Now that's going to allow me to fill up the truck bed and fill up the trailer. That way, less trips back here to sell it off, make some more, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Now we've got a few tractors coming up to look at buying. We'll take a quick peek in the store, see a few ideas here. Looking at large tractors, nothing. Medium tractors, nothing. I don't like this game. Now, but we're in the small tractors. This is what's really going to make it hard to get to $10 million. Now we got a couple John Deeres. Don't know if I'm going to go John Deere. I was actually checking out this Farm All MV for $12,000. I like this one because I got that attacher option and the front loader option, all kinds of different options inside this one. And I mean, it does go up to 47 horsepower, but this one goes up to 51. Maybe I should go this route. Does it have everything I want? Yeah, it looks like it does. Maybe this would be the route. $15,000 though. Don't know how I feel about that. It does give me a higher starting horsepower though, 35 horsepower starting, come right out of the gate. This one comes with 25. This one comes with 26. Ooh, big difference. Nah, but then we got a 34 horsepower over here. Ooh, that's pretty nice. And then a 20 horsepower here. No customization options as far as the engine or really anything in general. I can't put a front loader on there, so I definitely need to go with something else. Any front loader option here? Nope. Looks like it might be no John Deere at the start of this series. I do like some John Deere though. We'll definitely get some of those early John Deere tractors in once we get around to those years and they become unlocked. That's the cool thing about this mod. They'll unlock as the years come along. As far as trucks go, I had to actually bring this one in manually and bring this one in manually. Nice $31,000 truck, Dodge Power Wagon 1946. Didn't want to go too beast mode starting off, so I'm going to save that for my next truck I want to buy. Oh man, well, let's get this truck bed filled up, get this trailer filled up, see how much money I can make off that. This appears to fit in here really nicely. This is actually a 3-meter log, so I got a little pattern I got going on. I do 4 1 meters, and I do, I believe, 4 2 meters, and then 3 3 meters, something like that. I can't exactly remember now that I'm talking about it, but one of these 2 meters ones do come out a little heavy, so of course I got to slice it down. I already mentioned that, I believe. Anyways, no, I'm just trying to pack it as tight as possible, the best way I possibly can, and it's looking pretty good doing 3 meters in the back of that trailer to start with. Got an issue with that trailer. It doesn't have strap options. Maybe if I switch it over to a bell trailer, it would work. So, oh man, $50 for that? Really? Oh well, we'll go ahead and do it. $50, switch that over. Still over here, did all that customization over here, and looks like that will work. Now, I'm not going to leave it strapped in like that. I just want to strap it like that. That way I can pull it to my next tree that I'm going to cut down. I try to cut down the tree, slice it up a little, and park next to it, and then I start loading everything up. Oh gosh, I lost a log. It'll be fine. I'll grab it in a second. I only managed to load up 2 trees in here. Could I get another one on that trailer? Maybe? I don't know. I really don't want to risk it or take that chance. But at least they'll all sell off at once, and that number's going to look a little bit bigger, right? Or twice the size, approximately. Let's sell that off right there for $3,385 in sold wood. Oh man, we still got a long ways to go. Starting to think, maybe don't go so high to $10 million, especially with FS25 coming out soon. No, I'm going to keep going away at it, and oh my gosh, did I miss a piece of a tree? I did. There's one right there on the ground. Oh well, that's fine. I'll throw it in there eventually. But now I really want to get a tractor this episode. Got to get a tractor. Don't really got to, but it's in the right direction. Tractor, get a front loader on it. Front loader means I can pick up some larger logs. Larger logs equals more money. Cha-ching, cha-ching, chang. Yes, that's exactly what I'm after. So let's just keep going away, cutting down some trees. I'll see y'all during the sales. I might be having more trouble with this trailer here. I don't know, because it seems like it's taking me a lot longer to load up than before. Maybe I'm just trying to stack it a lot better than I should be worrying about. Let's go ahead and get it sold off though. See what that takes us up to. $3,780 there for that wood, taking us up to $9,434. I believe I need right around $12,000, maybe $15,000. I'm not sure exactly which tractor I was going to buy. I believe they're either $12,000 or $15,000, and then of course extras going on top of it. But before I can get to that tractor, I got to learn how to drive. I keep running into stuff left and right. Oh, no. It's like the steering wheel on it or something. It's just not coming back as fast. I mean, you know, no power steering, right? Got to use these muscles for the power steering, but I got no muscles. Got a bunch of these small ones around here. I mean, they're not really that small, but they're small enough to cut up to a good length of 6 meters and load up a trailer. Probably won't make much money off of them, but I'm going to give it a try. Let's keep going around, getting all these small ones for right now, because that seems to be a lot of them, and they're kind of in my way to the big ones, right? I'm actually getting kind of tired of loading these up, and oh man, something happened. I cannot turn the truck. It's actually stuck here. What is this stuck on? Figured it out. I actually activated the straps in the back of the truck, and that somehow grabbed the logs stretching over, so it wouldn't turn from the direction where I strapped it down. But anyways, like I was saying, I'm kind of tired of cutting up these little ones, getting them all loaded up individually. Not even sure if they're going to pay that good. I mean, 6 meters is a good sell price, but I got a feeling this is not going to pay very good or not worth my time. I should probably focus on the big stuff. The bigger stuff takes less time, makes me more money. At least I think it does. Let's find that out right here. $2,593. Not too bad, I guess. Now $12,017 up there. That's enough for one of the tractors. Not enough for either one or the one with the extras. So let's keep going at it. Maybe the next sale will be the time I get to purchase our track. 2 larger trees now loaded up. Now, whenever I say larger trees, there's actually a size larger than this one as far as height. I believe I'm going after the ones that are like right around 25 something meters. There should be some bigger ones out there somewhere on this map, and I should get them. I think they're around 30 something meters tall. The taller they are, the wider the base is, I believe. I mean, taller, more money, blah, blah, blah. That stuff is great, right? It's definitely the stuff I need, but let's sell this off. Probably going to get enough money to buy us a tractor now, and that's going to give us $3,579, taking us up to $15,591, and yes, that should be enough for a tractor, possibly. Let's go ahead and go into the store, see exactly which one I want, and see if I do have enough money for all the extras. I can always wait for the extras, right? I have done a $0 to $100 million series on this No Man's Land map, and during that series, I asked y'all if y'all wanted to name this lady, what her name should be. So let me know what y'all want to name this lady here, and don't forget, it's 1950s. What's a very popular name for a woman in 1950? I don't know, but let me know in the comments, and we'll pick a name eventually. Let's go ahead and see what I I could buy with that little bit of money I got. Now, this is the one I was talking about getting. It comes with a pretty good size engine base starting up. Also gives me other options I want to do as far as the front loader attachment. I don't really like that right there. It just looks weird. I mean, is a front loader really a thing back in 1950 on a tractor like this? I honestly have no idea. I kind of got a feeling it's not, but we're going to run with it because I need some sort of front loader, and obviously there had to be some sort of front loaders back then. To add this attacher is going to take us up $500. Ooh, not going to do that. But maybe I'll change out the attacher in the back, get a nice 3-point on there or something like that. That way we can actually lift and utilize some items. If I don't put this on there, I won't be able to use it, and that is going to be all our money. Yeah, I'm good with it. Let's buy it. $15,550. That's now our tractor with $41 to our name. We better put this thing to use. Now, there's really no use for it right now. It's just going to pull that trailer if I want to use it to pull that trailer. It's more of just going to sit here as a yard ornament until I get some front loader for it. I do feel a little bad just leaving it out there as a yard ornament, so we will go ahead and pull it in here and park it because this is where I'm going to need to customize the next step anyways. Currently stopped here. Got a little bit of an idea for my tractor. So I've actually done this in real life with my tractor as far as moving trees. I've just hooked up a chain and moved the whole tree after I cut it down, obviously. Well, I mean, you can do that to pull over a tree too. But no, I'm looking for a mod. If y'all got any suggestions, let me know in the comments, please. I do have this one's right here, the rope and chain setup. And I mean, I guess it's going to look cool, but I don't think it's going to do the job. I believe that just attaches as a regular weight. It's underneath the weights. I did back out and go ahead and install the towing chain. Oh, looks like they assigned a year to it, I guess. Whatever. I have used this a very, very long time ago. I think whenever I first started making YouTube videos, whenever I used this, and I used it on vehicles. Don't know if I could use it pulling a tree or not. Any suggestions, tips, tricks? How can I pull a tree without a winch? Maybe I could just get some sort of winch to attach to it and say it's a chain or a rope. I'm not sure yet. I will test those few items I do have there once I have the money to kind of waste. I don't have the money to waste yet, and I'm going to head over here to this forested area here because I believe they got some larger trees in there. I kind of see sticking out the top. Let's run over here super duper fast. Check that out. Here's the normal ones I've been cutting, 25.5 meter spruce, and then over here we got 35.8 meter spruce. Pretty excited. Maybe I get a couple of those on my trailer and truck setup. I misplaced a log where I just totally lost. I can't seem to find it, so I come into this build menu. Yeah, it looks like it's right there beside me. How in the world did I miss that? Oh, there goes my hand starting to change. Perfect. Got it. I've been trying to stack this stuff in here nice and neat, but I'm going to try a different approach here. I want to just go ahead and throw it all in there quick, fast, get it done one tree at a time, even though I know I could fit 2 on here, but it just seems like it's taking forever for me to try to get it stacking in there. They keep falling off, all that stuff. So why not just try to use the speed and space to my advantage and maybe get it sold a little faster? Maybe. I don't know. That is a little bit of a drive right there, but I can go kind of fast. $1,681. Yeah, I wonder if I got enough money for that whole chain idea I want to try. Might give that a try. I do appear to have enough money, and that's the 1.5 meter, 2.5, and 3.5 meter chains. I'm just going to go with a 1.5 meter, see if it even does anything. I really got a feeling it's not going to. I should lease it to save the money, but I do have a rule of no leasing. The idea here was to do this with the tractor, but if I can do it with the pickup truck, why not? Now I got to figure out if I can attach that chain to the other end. And if any of y'all know what movie this is off of, where they tow some chains with a few little things on it behind their truck, let me know in the comments. Great movie. Great series. Well, some of them are hit and miss, but great movie. I miss it. I guess I can go watch it right now. The idea here is I just cut down the log, hook up that chain to it, and pull it right out. Now, I don't know if this chain would actually work or be long enough in real life because I would need to wrap it around the tree, choke it pretty far deep down in there, but I'm going to give it a try with what I got here, and looks like something's happening. Yeah, looking like it's not going to work because it's giving me the option to mount a towing hook to this actual vehicle, and I don't have an option to mount one to the tree, unfortunately. So, yep, nope, that's out the window. Not working. But hey, if there's any mods out there, let me know. I don't know at all. Maybe I'll have to do some sort of small winch built in or something and just say it's a chain. I will go ahead and sell that chain back though. Make a little bit of my money back right there. $439 for that sold vehicle. I guess you can consider that a vehicle. I went ahead and purchased me a nice $30 chain, decided to give it a try. I really don't think it's going to work, and I don't think it's going to attach to the front of this tractor, so I will attach it to the back. Let's see what happens. Come on, please work. Well, it attaches. That's a plus, right? I don't even know if it is a plus. Now, does it give me any option to attach it to anything else? I'm not exactly seeing that anywhere. Maybe I got to be close to something. Doesn't look like it's going to work. Would be cool. Apparently, the whole towing winch thing was invented back in the 1930s. So now all I got to do is find that mod out there and use it. The idea was I wanted to pull this tree out into an open and then cut it down and cut it to 6 meters and then tow those 6 meter pieces over to sell, get best sell price. At least I think that would be a great idea to make more money faster. Don't know how well that'd work out though. Yeah, I'm not liking this whole 37 whatever blah 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 tree. How long was it exactly? Should be another one over here. 35.8 meter tree. I'm not liking it at all. I mean, it's bigger, it's rounder, it's longer, obviously. Yeah, that's not for me. No, the reason I'm not liking it is I'm having to cut these 1 meter pieces in half because they're just too heavy for me to lift. So this right here was a 1 meter one, but guess what? Cut it in half. Yeah, it's no fun. I'm sure I'm gonna have a few more to cut up. Let me try to get it all loaded up, see how much money I can make off of this tree. For reference, here's all the half meter ones that I was able to get in here. Now I'm down to the 1 meters. This is gonna take a while. I feel like this is actually gonna be a pretty good payday. At least I hope it is. I mean, that is quite a bit on there. It looks like quite a bit. Kind of more than those 2 trees I would usually have on there at 20 something meters long. Yeah, now this is looking pretty good. Let's see how much we make off of it though. That's where it really matters. For the moment of truth, here we go. $3,720. I don't know how I like that. Oh, missed one on the back. Okay, my bad. Guess we'll go ahead and sell that off for a little extra as well because it's there, and that's $89 for that one little piece. Up to $5,400. What can I do with that? I don't know. Maybe get a mower. Maybe those mowers are kind of cheap. Start getting into something else besides cutting down some trees. I'd like to get into some actual field work here and there. Yeah, it looks like we can get a nice mower right here. $1,200 for this one. Even go a little nicer here for $5,300. I mean, that's pretty nice if I got something to attach to the front, but I don't think any of these tractors have a front attachment where this would actually run on. Well, I think it's self-propelled somehow or something along those lines. I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm saying half the time. I'm not even sure how that cutter thing would even work. Maybe it will attach to the front of my tractor. That'd be a pretty nice mowing width back in 1950. I mean, you got 7 meters here, 2 meters here altogether. It'd be a 7 meter width mow. Yeah, I'm liking that. At least a lot better than one of these over here for 1.8 meters. Gonna head up to the store here. I got a new mod I want to test out, give it a try. It's not exactly gonna look like the 1950s, but it's gonna serve the same purpose of stuff from the 1950s. And I hope I got enough money. $5,400. Yeah, that might be enough. This is what it's gonna be from. Not sure exactly where I got it. Somewhere off a website. It's some tow truck mod. Of course, we're not running these tow trucks. That's definitely not no 1950s looking tow truck. At least I don't think it is. But I'm gonna run this winch right here. $1,500. I did mention winches were a thing. 1930s, they were a thing and everything. So 1950s were good. Of course, it doesn't look like a modern day winch. Or, my bad, of course it looks like a modern day winch. But we're gonna say it's not. Could even say it's just a chain also, because that's what I want to do. I want to hook up to these trees, pull them, and get them cut up to bigger pieces. And I mean, obviously, that could be done in 1950. I got a feeling this truck might not be able to do the best of that because those trees are going to be pretty heavy. We'll give it a test run, see what we can pull, see what we can tow. I got a feeling I can get a couple of 6 meter logs in there. Oh gosh, this is not hooking up. I think I came at it at a wrong direction. Now I also got the chance of using the tractor. I can do that, yeah, but the tractor's just not quite as fast. And man, that really weighs a lot, I guess, because that dropped that back end down big time. Let's see here. Does it actually say the weight? It does, because down there in the bottom right now, it's saying 2.5 tons. As soon as I connect that, it goes up to 4.2 tons. You're telling me that winch weighs, what, almost 2 tons? 4,000 pounds? Yeah, that's... It's a little suspicious, if you ask me, but oh my gosh, the front wheels are off the ground and it's not making this driving any easy. Really, all I gotta do is maybe drive straight. This might not work out as good as I was hoping it would. First thing I'm gonna try out is the biggest tree on the map. It's 35.8 meters, spruce tree. Yep, let's see if it works. Just cut it down, hook up the winch to it, and try to drag it over to the sell point. Now, you do not want to sell a full whole entire tree. That is not good at all. The idea is I want to get it at least close to the sell point, cut them down to 6 meters, and then drag them in there and sell them at that rate. Give me a good old test run here, making those front wheels definitely come off the ground a little more. Oh, nope, it's not turning. It's not turning, but I think it's gonna do the job. Maybe just not do this with the largest trees, maybe go down to the 20-something meter ones, and I'll give that a test run a little bit later. I might end up cutting this down and just dragging it over in pieces. Maybe 6 meters at a time would work out good. I might be able to pull a couple of 6 meter pieces. I would still like to get it out in the open somewhere where there's just dirt. That way I don't lose anything in the meadow grass or bushes or anything like that. So it's moving, barely. I will probably test out the tractor next time, see if it can move a little bit faster. I was worried about the low speed on the tractor, but I mean, I'm not going very fast here anyways. And plus the horsepower on this truck is more than the tractor, so I would assume it would work better. Maybe torque does play a factor into this whole thing. Don't know. I've got 2 6 meter logs hooked up there, and it looks like it's doing a little bit better. Top speed right around 10 miles an hour. Maybe I need to drop one of those 6 meter logs, but this 6 meter log, one of them alone, would probably be more than what I've been making already. I'm not 100% sure exactly how much it is. I'm hoping it's a lot more than what I've previously been doing, and hopefully it's worth all this extra effort and time. Got these two 6-meter logs over here. Let's go ahead and sell them off, see how much money we make from that. That's $4,283, quite a bit more. I'm still on hard economy. Yeah, no, those 6-meter logs, they make a huge difference in the price. It is absolutely ridiculous. Now, definitely a struggle bus right there for sure. Let's go ahead and drop that winch off on the ground there. I'm actually going to go ahead and turn that off. I know I don't like turning it off, takes forever to start up, but if this thing can actually do 15 miles an hour with maybe a tree, it might be worth it. Now the horsepower, like I said, huge difference, but maybe they're working something else in there besides just horsepower. Maybe some torque or something. I don't know if that factors in on this game, but I guess we'll see if it's all about the horsepower or not. Went up to 4.6 tons on the weight here. Yeah, that thing weighs a lot, and I probably should have put a front weight on this tractor. That was another reason I was kind of wanting to try out this tractor, is because the fact I could put a front weight on it, and that would possibly make a difference all around. But it's handling pretty good. It's turning, so not too big of a deal yet. Wheels haven't came off the ground like that truck was, though. Not yet. Here's the rule I'm going to go by. I'm not going to use it like a winch. I'm going to use it like a chain. So far, the whole time I've been using this, I have not once used the in and the out feature of a winch, pulling it closer or anything like that. I've just been hooking up and moving it. So that way it kind of just works like a chain and stays with the 1950s era. Yes, it doesn't look right, but I'm using it like I would use it in the 1950s. And honestly, I've done this before. I've hooked a chain up to a tree and drug it across my property and cut it up a little bit better once I got it to a certain area. This is kind of hit and miss on the speed though, going up, down, up, down. Yeah, it's not looking good. Let's go ahead and drop that there. Oh gosh, it's still connected to the tree. That's pretty cool. I'm going to try out the truck. This log should weigh significantly less because it's cut down. I'm missing 12 meters off of it. I think the truck's going to be able to haul it a little easier this way. You know, I'm kind of glad it did stay hooked up. I mean, yeah, as long as it still works like that, I'm happy with it. And yeah, it's definitely going a lot faster. Even though it's going a lot faster, wheels are still popping off the ground quite a bit. I don't think I have any sort of attachment on the front of this. I mean, obviously it doesn't look like anything, but maybe it's worked in there. Highly doubt it. This is going to do the job for now. It's going to work out great, I think. Now, I will try a smaller tree next time around, but pretty excited to see this coming along and making a lot more money for each one of these logs. Now, of course, I can get some sort of loader for that tractor back there, but that does cost a pretty penny, and I might actually have enough money, and then once I do that, I could load it up that way for probably a faster route, and of course, a lot more money. Whole trailer of 6-meter logs is going to be worth a lot more than 1 or 2 6-meter logs. How am I going to do this? Sell off this one 6-meter, then pull the other one up in there? No, I want to get it all done at once. So let me cut all that up, get it in here real quick, and then try to sell it all off at once. I guess after a while, you can actually start lifting some of these. Oh man, that one's so close. I got the tip of it lifted and brought over here. I got 2 of them I have to use this winch for. You know, actually, I might just need 1. This one might be in the sell point enough. I'm going to chance it and hope that's good enough right there. Let me just grab this back one here, pull it up in there. It was in the sell point, but it's no longer in there, unfortunately, but I could probably attach that and just drag it up in there enough. I'm hoping that does a trick. It's barely in there, should work. We'll find out in a second. Let's see here. Sell that off right there for $2,618. Come on. I mean, those were 6 meters, right? What's my axe set at? It's not showing me. Oh yeah, it is. It's showing me in the left there. 6 meters. Okay. Well, I guess just the base of them is worth a lot of money. Top half's not. This is the type of tree I'm going to test out next. 25.5 meters. It's definitely not as round, so smaller diameter and everything in the base as compared to, what is this? Probably the right one right here. Nope, that's 25. Do I got any more 30-something meters in here? Maybe I don't. Oh, no, I probably took them all out. Oh well. So like I was saying, definitely a different diameter and everything. Comes out to 25.2 meters here. It's got a mass of 1.6 tons. Not too bad. Oh wait, I need to hook that up or it's not going anywhere. Actually, I need to remove the stump or it's definitely not going anywhere. It's just going to get stuck right here. Hook that up right there. Looking pretty good. Now, I don't know how I feel about the whole strap thing being wrapped around it. I was hoping it'd be a chain. Oh well, it's going to do the job. And oh man, that is handling beautiful. Oh, I am loving that. I mean, 10 miles an hour, 12. It's getting up there. It's going. It's going. Look, Ma. No hands. I actually ended up making it up to 18 miles per hour. For some reason, it did drop one right there. Maybe I'm going up a slight hill or something. Nah, it's running good. I was actually thinking about stopping in that big open area right there and just cutting it down and trying to pull all these 6-meter logs over. I'm not sure how many I can attach at once. I believe with the DLC equipment, it's like 4 things, maybe, but this is not a DLC mod. Figured out a pretty good trick with this whole winch thing. So whenever I was trying to pull it up earlier, these two kind of pinched together and was side by side, but hey, look, they're already side by side. So let me go ahead and attach it just like that, and it's going to pull them, whip them around, or whip one of them around. Should pull it in there. Oh gosh, didn't see that coming, but I guess it works. Okay, hey, that does work. We'll detach that right there. I think it works enough. I think it's in there enough. Hold up. There it is. Okay, it is in there. Let's sell off a whole entire tree here, see exactly how much we got. I believe I was under $2,000 previously in the past, but now it's at $2,847. Yes, looking good. Yeah, I was definitely under 2,000. I remember seeing one that was exactly $1,800. It's been a minute since I played on this series, and actually no episodes have been released yet. Just kind of playing a little bit, trying to get a little bit ahead on the recording, make quite a bit of these episodes, but I definitely think I found a very fast way of making money off these trees. Let me know what y'all think in the comments about that, or if there's an even faster way out there. Sure, y'all will probably recommend a few ideas in there, and remember, I am keeping it realistic-ish, and I am keeping it around 1950s. So, of course, I mean, that winch definitely is not from the 1950s, but it does the job of a chain. I actually messed up. I did not mean to cut this here. Guess I'm going to try out my theory and see how many of these I can actually attach at once, because I'm going to try to get all those over the cell point together. The tree only cuts up into 4 pieces if I'm doing 6 meters, and 3 of those I cannot lift, so I got to use the chain here. Also, one of them I can lift, so hey, why not throw it on top of the truck like this? Works out great so far, and this is actually working out a lot better than I thought it would, as far as pulling it, reaching at 18 miles an hour there. Now let's just see if I can fit it all in this one area all together, which should be pretty simple. I'm hoping that one on top there sells off. You know what? I'm not going to chance it. Let's just go ahead and take that off, throw it on the ground here next to this. What is it grabbing? Was it? Oh, it's stuck in the truck or something. Huh. I can't even pick it up. Let me do some super strength here real quick. Yep, it's not even letting me pick it up with super strength. Yeah, hopefully that's in the sell point there. And I still got the chains attached. We'll see what happens there. But all of it did sell off there. $2,870 there. That's looking real good. Well, up to $16,568. Definitely making money fast off the wood. It's looking really good. I'm enjoying this. This is making it faster and faster. A lot faster than cutting up 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter logs, loading them up in the truck and trailer. This is awesome. And we currently got this chain pulling these 4 pieces of 6 meter logs. And this is actually all just one tree, and man, it is going pretty slow this time around. Was traveling at 18 miles an hour in the past, but I don't know what's going on here. I do know this is the first time I'm pulling 4 at once. Usually I throw that small little partial in the top of the truck, but it was having a little bit of problem dragging across the ground, causing issues, all kinds of stuff. So I attempted it this way. It's not working out as fast. We also got $16,566 in the top right, which is amazing because I'm going to use that money this episode to buy some mowing stuff. We're going to get out of this lumberjack work temporarily, as in basically just buy the mower and get it going. Well, at least we're going to start looking at getting out of it. I'm going to keep using it to make my money fast. I'm not going to use it to make my whole $10 million, of course. Want to get into that whole farming stuff. Yeah, that sold off right there for $2,829, almost $20,000. Ooh, that is looking good. Got my tractor out there on the ground right now, somewhere out there in the field or on the road. I'll have to bring it back up here. Let's see what kind of mowers we can get back here in the 1950s. See what this 1950s mowing is like, huh? It's not going to be pleasant. At least I don't think it is. And oh my gosh, where'd she go? Oh man, are they closed? Oh, I didn't know they actually closed. Hold up. Let's see here. Okay, the shop trigger point's still there. And looks like I might still be able to buy stuff. Huh. Didn't know that happened. Guess I gotta be a little careful with what I want to pick out here because horsepower restrictions. I don't even know how much horsepower I have. I have 35 horsepower. Okay, maybe I don't have to be careful. That's quite a bit. 29 horsepower for this one. That might actually be the biggest and baddest. Oh, 80 horsepower. Oh, nope. Guess a little restrictions there. I'm not sure if I need it or not, but there's an attacher option on here for trailer hitch. It's like, do I need that? Would that be beneficial? Would that help me speed up any of this process? Like, what would I attach to it? If any of y'all know, let me know in the comments, please. And then, of course, there's all kinds of other options here. Put a cover over the pulley, cover over the blades, all that stuff. But hey, farming is not very safe. Unfortunately, a lot of accidents do happen in the agriculture industry, but $1,350, we will buy that. Yeah, it's not a very safe thing, and it's definitely not going to be very safe in the 1950s. I'm so excited, I just can't hide it. And I know that you want me to stop singing probably. Honestly, I don't even know if I got any of those lyrics somewhat remotely right. For some reason, I feel like I mixed 2 songs in there. Don't know. But I am really excited about this moment. I didn't think I purchased it, but it looks like I might have purchased the thing that allows me to hook up another trailer behind it. Maybe I did purchase it. Might have to go back and recheck that camera thing. But it looks like there's a hookup option there. With this blade being so offset, that's the thing. I'm just like, what would I pull? I really don't know. For the moment of truth, it's time to fire this thing up, see exactly how well it works. It's got a nice little sound to it, and it is definitely cutting the grass. 5 miles an hour. Ooh, that thing is struggling. Now, if y'all remember from the very first episode, I do not own any of this land. I haven't purchased any yet. I really started with $0, but I got some sort of mod in there that's allowing me to do this. Not sure exactly which mod that is, but let's pick that up right there. Kind of just doing this as a test run right now, and I'm a little confused. Wait, how am I gonna pick up this grass. I do have a wheelbarrow and a shovel. Would that do the job? It would definitely do the job, but am I going to do that? No, I'm not. There's some forage wagon out there, I believe, that I could use even in the 1950s. Hopefully there is one available. My little patch of grass here is all mowed up. Now I got to windrow it maybe? Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, let's put it into a row possibly. See if that's even an option. I'll drop it right here on the ground. Ooh, really thinking. Is there windrow out there? There's got to be. But besides windrow, we're going to pick it up and just sell it off. Now, silage belling would probably be the best. Don't know exactly when silage belling started happening or if I could turn this stuff into silage. I guess I got to see what kind of equipment's available. Looks like there's a 1950 option for a beller here. That's a good start. Is there anything for wrapping though? There is nothing for wrapping. So silage bells is out. I'll do a little research on silage belling or silage making. See if I can even get a factory or silo or something like that in. This is the option the game gives you, a 1950s windrower. That's pretty interesting. 2.1 meter wide, $1,100 we were buying that. I guess it's better than nothing, maybe. Might just be worth it going up and down without windrowing. Getting a little dark out here. I don't like working in the dark. Let's head in here. For some reason, they all left. They left the place open. Close up the doors here, and this is actually where I'm just gonna sleep, as in fast forward the time. Finally made it out of August. A lot of work went into that month. Got to start this engine up first. Of course I do. Ooh, that kicks out right there. That's looking good. Now, with me manually doing this, it's probably gonna work out great. At least I think it would. Oh, nope, need to lower it. Guess I raised it up. Just turn it on, I assume? Yeah, it's just gonna push all the grass over against that plate and put it all into one row. That makes sense, right? Now, we'll do a couple up downs, probably end up turning all this into just one row. That way it could all be together. I do like how it has a little bit more speed to it, of 10 miles an hour. Just really not sure if it's worth it. It is now time for a forage wagon. Got this big old anything pickup wagon here. Huge arms. Got this one right here on road capacity going up to 5 million liters. Of course, can't use any of those because the horsepower requirement. No, they're not 1950s. So all the mods don't disappear. They're kind of in here. I got to be very careful, make sure I don't grab something by accident. I don't think I'm gonna have an accident in the 1950s grabbing the wrong thing, because I don't think I am. But this one right here, 1950 forage wagon, comes out to 25 horsepower required. Yeah, should do the job. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this for $4,700. Now, grass just really does not pay good. Don't know if this whole grass work is gonna be worth it. I did do a quick Google search on silage. Apparently it was used and started being used in agriculture back in like 1870 something. I think 1876. Can't remember exactly. I just got to figure out how to make it in the 1950s. Well, you know, it's safe to say I could probably do a silo of some sort. That's safe to say, or a bunker silo. That might be the work I got to do. This thing looks so huge compared to this tractor. I can't imagine this thing being completely full and being able to move, but I guess it can. Going away here, picking up our first little bit of grass that we got all mowed up. I'm so excited for this until I go to sell it at least. Yeah, 1,341 liters there. I mean, of course, that's just a small little patch of grass, and I'm so used to doing huge, large fields. I can't exactly do that, or I can, it would just take me forever, but I can't exactly do that here in the 1950s with this equipment. And maybe I should get another tractor. I think I got a few ways of making that money to get another tractor. That's going to be selling off some logs, but I do want to go ahead and sell this off here, see how depressing this price is, because I know it's not going to be very good. At least I don't think it will. For the moment of truth, it's coming out now. There it goes, and it's sold off for $55. I could have made probably $10,000 to $20,000 from some trees in that same amount of time. But you know what? 10,000 is too low. I'm saying 20 to 30,000 from trees. Yeah, that's not looking good. Now, am I going to give up on this whole thing? No, I'm definitely not going to give up on this whole farming part of it. I'm going to hire a worker to do a lot of it while I continue away some trees, and then I'll do some myself, get some more tractors, stuff like that. Maybe the whole grass route is not going to be in the picture. It will be in the picture for feeding animals, though. It's got to be. Just went ahead and drew a custom field in here with the course play. Let's see how well that works out and see if I can even hire a worker for that, because I do not own the actual land. Not sure if I'm gonna get restricted there or not. I sure hope not. Yeah, look at all those lines. That's gonna take a while. That is gonna take a while. It is off and going, and this worker here does say it's gonna take 59 minutes. That's not good. Now, I do have that real speed mod thing where I can adjust it to run at actually 15 miles per hour. I'm not gonna worry about that right now or anything. Let me probably make a smaller field than this. Now let me continue away at cutting down some trees. This will end up running into some sort of trees in this little field I made, and I'll go around cutting those down and getting rid of the stumps once it runs into it. I'm just going to let it go away right here, let the worker do it. Honestly, don't know if it's going to be worth it with how slow it goes, how little it produces, versus how much I got to pay the worker. I got a feeling it's not going to be worth it. You know, maybe I can just change the wages, because obviously the game's not set up for wage changes, but also the game's not set up for price fluctuation changes with the 1950s here. So these prices I'm getting off this wood wood would be the same thing I'd get off of a normal gameplay. I don't know. Or I could just hire a worker, say they're living with me, but I need land and a house for that. A lot to think about, but $2,874 there from that sold wood. A lot to think about, a lot of wood to sell off, a lot of money to make. I really just don't want it to be wood sell, wood sell, wood sell, but the grass ain't gonna make that much money, and I need some land for $85,000, I believe. Each plot of land's $85,000. I need some land to at least get some sort of filled in, start growing some crops. That's gonna take a while. Got a little setup of logs here. Starting to get a little bit better about strapping that on top of the truck. It's not dragging as much. Sell that off right there for $2,866. Don't know if I should try to save up some of these logs for like best sell price or anything like that. Not looking like a promising idea because I got no quick, fast way of moving them. Why not just go ahead and keep selling them piece by piece? And I'm probably gonna need that $2,000 something to pay the wages because, man, it's probably gonna cost a lot of money. And you know what? Speaking of wages, speaking of that worker, let's head over there, check that area out, see about any of the trees I got to cut down, see the progress he or she has made. Progress is not looking good. Nope, looking horrible. Looking very, very horrible. But I do got an outline of headland, and I can see the trees I need to remove. Finally rolled over to the next side there, $217 in wage payments. How do I feel about that? I don't feel very good at all about that. I would like to think $217 in the 1950s, it would be what, a business owner, CEO in 1 hour? Gosh, who was making that much money? Got a couple options here. I go 50% or I go 0%. I'm going to bump it down to 50% for now. Once I get a house or something like that in there, I'll actually hire a worker full time, change it from 50 to 0, and then put in some daily deductions. That way I can lose like $1,000, $2,000 a month. Got a lot of logging to do, especially if I want to make it to $85,000 to buy a plot of land. I believe it's 85,000. I better check that. Or y'all gonna be calling me out and everything, saying, no, it's not that much. Let's see here. 85,000 value. Yeah, we are good. A lot of little trees too. I'm getting around to having to move these little trees now because they're kind of in the way, and that's gonna take a lot of time. Let me keep working away at that. And I've got some very upsetting news to myself. I was actually trying to find some sort of logging equipment where I can actually pull and haul long trailer log pulls or whatever of logs, and I can't find that anywhere. Don't know, just doesn't exist or doesn't work for the date. I did download a few mods and they're not actually showing up, I'm assuming because they're newer than the 1950s. I was able to find something kind of close underneath bell loaders. I got this flatbed right here. Now it doesn't have any log spikes or anything. I might be able to just put 6-meter logs on there and get away with it, maybe. It's not looking good, but just underneath trailers in general, there's no semi-trailers or anything like that for log work. Was that not a thing back in 1950? I got a feeling it had to have been. I do have this timber carrier, never used it before, probably will break into that this series. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I assume it hooks up to a tractor, the back of it, and I just can't seem to find any other trailer in here that might do the job as far as just some flatbed with some spikes. Like I said, I did install a few more new ones, but they're not showing up anywhere. On other bad news, I couldn't even load a trailer anyways because, looky here, front loaders. There's no options for front loaders in the 1950 on this game. Yep, not liking that. I can get a front loader attachment set up on my tractor that I have, but I cannot get a front loader. I just realized how I'm going to get it. I'm going to have to probably install something that's not on the mod hub, like this old pack right here. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to install some sort of pack. That way I can get some sort of truck from the 1950s besides this. I mean, even though we have this, I have no semi-trailers I can buy and use this truck for. So what's the point of it? Something's messed up. There's got to be a mod out there that will work in 1950s. I'll do a little more research, figure that out. But until then, I'm just going to go around cutting down some more trees, get these small ones out of the way, get the big ones sold off. I really want to get some land. $85,000 is what we need. Let's get it. See, this trailer right here says it's 1973. I don't understand it because this looks a lot less sophisticated as my 1950s trailer I have. I don't know. Should I just go ahead and get it? I did go ahead and disable trailers from having a date restriction because I'm like, why are these trailers not showing up? I'm really interested when it says they should come out. What, this is the 1960s? You gotta be kidding me. What on this makes it 1960s versus the ones I got that's labeled 1950s? I guess I could go in and edit these files and change the years on them, but not gonna do that. Let me keep going through here, see if I can find anything. Did a little more research into the whole logging scene in the 1950s. Apparently some of these trucks actually had cranes on them, and that's kind of unbelievable for 1950. And it looks like most of the logs loaded was done by crane. Couldn't exactly find much wheel loader options, stuff like that, or even a front loader on a tractor. I didn't look up any front loader thing on a tractor, just checked for a wheel loader, and then looked at how logs were loaded back in 1950s. Now that's usually late 1950s when that stuff was happening. So then I started to look a little bit into the 1940s, and man, they had some huge crane setups, and that's how they did load their logs. Looking like log loading is not going to be my route to go here. Oh, yep. Unfortunately, it's looking like this is going to be the way I'm going to do my logging the whole entire series. Just drag it on over, but that's not too unfortunate because there's a nice big truck out there, but paid $2,867 there. And that nice big truck may be coming in handy pretty soon. Now, I do want to buy some land. Don't think I'm going to get to it because I am going to buy that truck first. I really got to figure something out. Move a little bit faster than this, and that truck will probably help me out a lot. Guess it really ain't too bad bringing all this over here. $2,877 in sold wood. But yeah, it just takes a little while. Some of y'all might be saying, hey, just go ahead and purchase that trailer. Get something that looks old. That'd probably work out great. Do a little research, find out a name to a trailer or something like that. But I'm done adding in different mods. Possibly done. I'd say that. I got a feeling I'm going to add in some more. Right now, I'm just going to use what it gives me as far as the dates and everything and just work with it. I might crank up the speed a little bit faster to get some dates moving a little bit faster and unlock some trucks and stuff like that. But I really don't want to get outside of the 1950s. And I'm not sure what unlocks with what year. May have to figure that out on another map. And man, that tree is a balancing. Too easy. Just run it over. Yep. Just bump right into it just like this. Oh gosh, wrong button. Oh wait, is it still standing? Nope. Okay, I thought it was still standing there for, well, it was standing, but it was using my truck as balance. Quick update on the worker going away over here. Looks like there's a lot of overlapping happening. Yeah, don't know how I feel about that. I think it's all because the mower's on one side of the tractor and then it comes back down the same direction. Got to figure something out there, make something work a little more efficiently. Not too sure how that's going to work because this mower option does not flip, as in flip over to the left side. But here it is right here showing how it misses. Then it comes back down pretty straight and grabs that piece. Don't know what's going on there. Another group of logs here, gonna sell off for $2,865. Getting closer and closer. Looks like wage payment's still up there quite a bit, $143. Ooh. Still not liking that, especially with the work he's doing. Thinking maybe this was not the best mod for this challenge. I mean, it's great. It does a lot less research for myself, but $2,880, yeah, it just makes it easier on me, even though it doesn't give me many options in the 1950. Looking into this mod pack previously, it's got a lot of great stuff kind of in the 70s, so a good 1970s, 80s start would be great. A lot of great equipment to utilize and makes it a little bit easier, and that's probably why you don't see very many 1950s series going around here, besides the fact of really small working with and taking forever. But using this mod thing here, it will make it a lot easier to play in a later date, maybe even the 60s. I just realized another potential future issue. That is that I got no trailers to load up products to sell off. Ooh, that's not looking good. Looks like everything as far as productions might have to be set on auto sell, not because I want them to be set that way, but because I got no choice. I can't move the products. On top of that, there's no front loader attachments or anything available for the tractors. Yeah, no, it's definitely looking like auto selling is going to have to happen if I want to survive these 1950s. Selling that off there though for $2,856. It is time. I just did a quick peek into it to see if I had enough money, and I do. Unfortunately, I do not know how to drive. No, power steering on this thing's horrible. Let's go ahead and buy it. I like the colors on it, so I'm going to stick with that. This is a 1946 Dodge Power Wagon. I'm assuming it's before 1950. Just an assumption. But no, we got $31,200 to buy this thing. Yes, I'm so excited. Got 475 horsepower in it. Ooh, nice upgraded engine to it. You know what, turn this thing off first. Got to drop that winch and get this out of the way. That winch just loves spinning around, doesn't it? I need that winch. Even though that truck does come with a winch look on the front, it doesn't work. It's not operational, unfortunately. So I will have to continue to use that little winch mod I got there. Ooh, this thing sounded like a beast. I love it. Sounded real nice. There was an option to put a gooseneck hitch inside the truck bed. Why even put that hitch in there whenever I don't have a trailer that I can even pull? Got two logs hooked up right there, and this is a pulling nicely. Oh, what? That's amazing. No, I guess I didn't trim it down that good. Now, it's not cut up to the 6 meters. Not yet, at least. I want to kind of pull it all over here, get it all bumped up against each other. Might have to see if I can purchase some sort of plate. Don't necessarily need that plate, but I'm also interested to see exactly how much attachments this winch can do. Took a little while, but it looks like it's working out pretty good. Oh man, I'm going to take that windrower out right there. Oh, nope, gonna miss it. This is actually 6 of them. So 2 trees here, brought them over, cut them up. Now there are those 2 little pieces left over back there. Those are the ones I usually load up in the back of the truck, but I didn't want to really worry about those right now. I save them all. Oh, whoa, that's pretty nice. Just whip that thing right in there. That's actually going to sell. At least I think it is. Pretty excited about that. Sell it off. Selling that off now, that's $5,130. I really don't want to make $10 million from just doing this technique right here over and over again. I don't know what I'm thinking, what I'm doing exactly. I was just trying to get some 1950s things going, and this is how it's kind of coming out, unfortunately. But now, finished work up there at the top left. Got that worker done. Now it's time for that worker to go through and pick up all the grass. Now I'll look at all those wages and see how much I lost in this deal. because I know I'm losing a bunch of money. Gotta be losing a bunch of money with paying a worker. Got the worker off and going here, picking up this grass, and yeah, it's not looking good at all. Man, I'm just really disappointed. Is that a new worker skin or something? I don't think I've ever noticed for somebody like that. That's not my person. Well, at least I don't think it is. No, not. Interesting. Pulling out one of those large 30-something meter trees, the largest one on this map, and it's actually handling really nicely. This truck is a beast. Probably get a couple of them on here. This is definitely going to speed up my money making right here. Got to figure out what the next step here is besides just buying land, because even if I could do the farming stuff, not looking like I could do much with productions. Looks like the worker might have made it around one headland, maybe two, 8,500 liters here. It's full. That was fast. Kind of fast. I mean, 8,500 liters, that's pretty good. Not bad. Now let's dump this off, see exactly how much money we make off of it, and just sob and weep about how much we've already paid this worker versus the amount of money being made off of it. I'd love to save it and make some sort of silage out of it, or maybe even just turn it into hay. I could do the hay route, but I'm not going to worry about that quite yet. Maybe I will do the hay route because I'm going to see exactly how much it is paying us. Then I'll check the sales value for hay and grass. $355 right there. Not bad. Looks like I got quite a bit of these trailers on that field. Saying not bad, but let's compare that to the wages that we've paid already. Looks like altogether $780. I did a little ways through, cut that wage payment cost or whatever down. The wage payment from 100% as normal to 50%. So two of these trailers, a little over two of these trailers are going to pay it off, and looks like we got quite a bit of these trailers on that field. Now the issue is I got to get that up and running a lot faster. To do that, hey, more tractors, more trailers, more mowers, all kinds of stuff. You may see me with like 20 mowers on one of these fields. Just mind your business, okay? Don't worry about that, because I need to get to that 10 million. I need to get to a fast. FS25 should be out by the time this comes out. Maybe. Don't know when this is coming out. Don't quote me on that. If it's not out yet, it's about to come out. We got another full bin of grass. That's pretty awesome, because if you all remember last episode, paid $300 something. Of course, if I'd save it to best sell time, it would be more, or turn it into silage, but no silage billing authorized or working. And also, you know what? I did mention last episode, I was gonna look at seeing how much hay pays. Let's look at that real quick. Maybe I should just go ahead and switch this all over to hay. I know it usually does pay more, and why not? It's just a little extra step. I mean, I guess that's the why not part, the whole money amount I'm going to be paying. And where is that thing I'm looking for? Oh, it's right here. Always lost up in that screen. Don't know what I'm doing half the time, but hay's at 140. Oh, wait, hold up. They're selling hay for 140. It's at 54. Grass is at 41. A little bit more on a larger scale. Might be worth it. But then again, that comes around to the part of me tedding the extra process. Not really me. I'm going to hire a bunch of workers, and I'm going to be focusing on trying to get to a bunch of workers here pretty soon. First, I really got to get that land. All that grass sold off right there for $356. Ooh. Just thinking, that's pretty hard saying that low a number, especially with the number I'm about to say, because we're about to sell off a full, huge tree, the 30-something meter tree, all cut down to 6-meter long lengths. I'm about to sell all that off at once here in just a little bit. It's actually parked right over there with that truck. I started towing it over, then I got off for a little while, now I'm back on here. Somehow there's actually still tire tracks on the ground, or wait a second, that's my tractor tracks that I just made with this tractor. I'm seeing things, I'm forgetting things. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. It's really starting to look like there is absolutely no limit to this amount of chains or attachments I can do with these trees. What is this? This is 6 of them right here. I'm pretty sure there's a limit on the DLCs that Giants added as far as the winch thing, and I think it was 4. But so far this one's showing no limit, and I'm enjoying that. And ooh, look at that. Somebody's standing up ready to go. Oh man, I am so pumped up about this right here. What is that? $6,875. That's what I'm talking about right there. I think I'm just gonna go through finding all the large 30-something meter trees and just pulling them all over to this nice flat area, cutting them up. And to make it a little bit easier, I'm actually looking at getting a bulldozer. I mean, I want to buy land, I want to buy this bulldozer, all that stuff. Yes, I said bulldozer. There's actually one underneath the small tractors. Let's take a quick peek into that. Right here, y'all may have noticed it at a time or two, whatever I went through here. And ooh, that's actually pretty cheap. Not realize how cheap this was. But back out 1 second there. It also has the combinations options down there, which will give me this leveler blade, which will help out amazingly with lining up these trees and getting them closer together and all cut up. Yeah, no, I'm definitely getting that. Oops, my speed's down to 0. I kind of turned that down to do a little bit of planning, little thumbnail shots here and there too. Oh man, I'm so excited to get that dozer. Really need to get that land. So much stuff just coming in my way. I feel like by the time I get $85,000, I'll have everything purchased between here and $85,000. Unfortunately, I do have to spend a little bit more money to add the equipment attacher as far as that bulldozer equipment. That's $9,550 now, so just extra $2,000 on top of that. Not too bad, I don't think. And I don't think I'm paying anything extra for paint. Nope, doesn't look like it. Tons of paint options in there. I'm happy with the way it looks. Then the attacher for that bulldozer, $1,500. Costing a pretty penny there, I'd say so. What? Okay, hold up. Let me restart this. The startup sound here is just ridiculous. I feel like it sounds like a dirt bike or chainsaw or something. Just a 2-cycle engine starting up. Oh man, that's kind of funny. Then it goes away, of course, once it's all started up. I just got a good laugh. I'm like, am I really gonna have to listen to that this whole entire time? How do I get that on there? I kind of feeling this might launch me. Let's do it real quick. No, hey, actually worked out pretty good. I wasn't sure how that was gonna work. Okay, blade up, blade down. Ooh, wait, how low does that go? Does it go all the way to the ground? Is it on the ground? I don't think it is on the ground. Yeah, it is. Okay, it's starting to lift me up. Wasn't sure how that worked. No, works out good. Man, this is really gonna do amazing things for me in this whole log operation. Unfortunately, that's the prime money right there. Now, it does only go 7 miles an hour, and I'd love to load it up on a trailer, but there are no trailer options with this mod pack I'm using. Maybe one day I'll break down and find some mod, get a trailer, all kinds of different things I need. Because I'm telling you, there has to be a trailer in 1950 as far as something to pull something, right? Has to be. And they stop filling up so fast. Man, there's still quite a bit of grass out here. I was really concerned about the whole profit off this field, whether I'd make any money or not because of the cost for the worker. But it's looking like there's going to be a pretty okay sized profit. Definitely nothing like the wood, but an okay sized profit. Now, if I was to do this series with no woodworking or anything like that, I would probably finish it right around FS 50 or something like that. Yeah, if I could live that long. Another full trailer there, all gone for $356. I believe that price might actually be dropping. I thought I had a $358 on there earlier. Ooh, $358. Maybe that stuck in my head because of the ammunition size. I'll give a little example here of why I wanted that dozer and why it's going to save me so much time. I mean, these are actually pretty well lined up and it's not too bad. This is not the part I'm worried about the most, but once I try to get all of them lined up together to drag into town and get them close enough to go over to that sell point together and sell off all at once, that's a little bit of the issue. So this is definitely going to help quite a bit. Let me push them all, plate them all up together, get them nice and close. And then plus it's going to make it easier to cut too. First thing I'm going to start with is just getting them all bumped up against each other just like this. And ooh, man, this thing's struggling a little more than I like it to. Okay. Maybe this might be my limit right here. These are all the 20-something meter logs, trees. So don't think I can do that with all the big ones. And I did notice a big one out there, a couple of big ones I need to grab and bring in. But I was kind of wanting to see how many I could do here. And I did pull 3 of these in. As y'all can tell, I dropped that winch right before I started doing this. Yeah, 3 of them was on it. And ooh, this blade's not quite big enough. Come on, stop moving that other one. Okay, there it goes. That other one did stop moving. Moving up. There we go. Nice and plated. Pretty close. Not the best, but it's close. Now let's see if I can move this one up without moving the rest of them. And looks like it is going pretty good. This is going to make it so much easier for cutting. Oh gosh. Now if I had more than this, that'd be pretty good too. I guess the idea here is I could just hook up to those 5, drag them into town after I get them all cut up. But I was really hoping to get more than just 5 of them. I really want to push the limit on how much that winch can actually hold. I mean, I haven't hit the limit yet on how much it can actually tow, but as far as the truck goes, I really want to see how many different logs I can hook up. And I know I do more than 5, so there's no fun in that, right? With this being cut up and everything, I was going to take a section out of this, push it out of the way, and then push it up against the other one. That was the idea. Let's see if it works out. Got a disappearing log here. Look at this thing. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Well, there it goes. Yeah, it disappeared on me. What's going on here? And it's wanting me to cut through this again? Really? Interesting. Okay. As long as I didn't lose it. I thought I lost it. Time to go ahead and execute this idea I have in my mind. It's not looking very promising, especially with it kind of clipping these other ones. Ooh, hey, there it goes. It is looking pretty good, actually. Worked out fairly good there. Now, I need to probably line these ones up, but I'm not going to worry about that. Let's go ahead and push that whole 5 of them up to line up with these big ones right here, then see how many I can grab. Now, can't push them all 5 at once. Looks like I think I can do 4. Good enough though. Oh, looks like I can push 5 of them. Thought I could only do 4 earlier. Got them lined up pretty good there. Now I'll push them all together into one. Don't necessarily need to, I don't think. And then I'm going to try to take all of those 10 of them, all 10 at once. And this is actually the bigger part of the tree, so these are going to be worth some pretty good money, I believe. And there it goes, pushing up pretty good. You gotta be kidding me. Looks like it will hook up to 10 of them. That is crazy. Looks like it's passing the test as far as pulling it. That's working out pretty good. Now can I actually get it all into the same sell point area all at once? And man, you need to unload it again. Might be time to set up an auto drive course. Got it all in the sell point right here. Looks like I got a little bit of room to spare, so maybe I will be doing a little bit more than that. Ooh, man, I'm just thinking more and more about that price, how much I'm about to make here. Come on, please be good. Ooh, $10,624. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Oh, I am loving that big time. Got that all emptied out there for $357. Now the price is going up. I definitely remember that last one because I made a statement about it. Went up just a little bit there, just a hair. Maybe even some of y'all may be able to say just a little blade of grass instead of a hair. Yeah, I know that joke is horrible. Just go ahead and unsubscribe now. No, I'm just kidding. Don't. Okay, they get better probably. Maybe. You know, speaking of jokes, I really need to get my kid in on here. He used to do a joke of the day type thing, and I really need to get him back on here and just start inserting the joke of the day we do together with some gameplay in the background. Yeah, it sounds like a great idea. Maybe today after I go pick them up from school, because I'm about to have to get off here and go pick them up from school, but maybe today I'll record a bunch of little jokes we do together and then we'll start slapping those in there. Let me know what y'all think about that idea of my kid putting some jokes in there. He loves jokes. He's funny. He comes up with some pretty good jokes too of his own. Not sure how many of these he's actually going to come up with. Probably just ones you've probably heard somewhere. I'm not exactly looking forward to how much money I make off of these ones right here. I mean, they're all the smaller half of the tree. It's going to be better than nothing. You know what? Let me take a guess on this. Let's say $3,000 to $5,000. That sounds pretty reasonable, I think. Yep, $3,683. Wow. That's pretty close there. Well, I mean, spot on with my estimation between 3 and 5,000. But originally, I was just thinking 3,000 something. I just wanted to give myself a little bit more room there to get that right, especially on this recording. Got to sound right? No, it really doesn't matter. I mess up all the time, and I do not take that stuff out. I just leave it in there. It's fun. I think it's fun to have a nice little laugh at me and with me, right? Or at me. I don't know. That doesn't sound right. As you can tell right now, only $16,000 to our name. That's not much at all. We got a long ways to go, and I still need to get some land. That's kind of what I'm working towards right now. Of course, cutting down a lot of trees, selling off a lot. Unfortunately, I don't want to keep doing that, but I want some land and I want it bad, and I'm cutting that the wrong way. So let's go ahead and just turn around real quick. Got to grab it with the chain in the truck and drag it over to the open land. Use our nice bulldozer and all that good stuff. Now, I did go ahead and disable a few of the mod options as far as the dates required. That's going to be the front loader and front loader attachments. Those are the two I disabled, and I did get a few more trailer packs in. That should work out just fine. I also did a little more research into trailers, and apparently gooseneck trailers was not a thing. Well, not really a thing until the late 1950s. Also got to remember I got a worker out there running around, picking up some grass. That's not bad. I really like that. I should probably set it up to go sell off automatically. I believe I'm actually making a profit off this. Now, I want to get like 5, maybe 10 of these tractors and a bunch of trailers, a bunch of mowers, all that stuff. Eventually, I'll get there. Eventually. And same thing about the land. Eventually, I'll get there. That's the thing. I got a feeling I'm going to buy some more tractors before I buy some actual land. Maybe I'll go ahead and buy another one pretty soon. I want to go ahead and test out a different mower setup. Looking at the front of this tractor here, I might be able to do that really wide mower. As we could tell previously, it does not work out too well. A load of grass here selling off for $360. Now touching a little more on why I went ahead and unlocked those items as far as front loader attachments, all that stuff. You guys, a huge shout out to Chris. He sent me a picture of this tractor 1950 with a front loader on it. So it can be done, but there's just some mods out there that's not exactly lining up. So I'm going to be forced to use different mods, but still keep it realistic-ish. Of course, if anything does seem a little off with the dates, years, and all that stuff, that's just way too probably cheaty that I don't notice. Let me know in the comments, please, because I may not notice it. I don't know a lot of this old farm equipment. I'm doing a lot of research on it. I just realized I almost forgot something very important. A lot of y'all suggested names for the lady working in the store, and there was a lot of options. So I need to actually set up a randomizer wheel thing. We'll do a little thing, see exactly what to name her. So give me a second to do that. Here's the names that were commented. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel, see exactly which one we come up with. Looks like it's going to be Daphne. I was not expecting that, but I got a feeling I'm going to have a hard time remembering to say Daphne. Well, hello, Daphne. I'm over here to spend all my money. I guess I remember the name for now. But anyways, I'm going to look in here at some tractors. Let's see if anything's on sale that I can actually buy within this year time frame. Well, hey, there's a nice roller. I don't know what I'm going to use that for. I want to purchase a couple more tractors. I mean, obviously, we don't have enough money for a couple more tractors, but at least I can get this one and start up with this one. That's the idea. Now, base engine comes with 35 horsepower. Is that enough horsepower? I don't know. Let's see exactly what I want to do with it. 35 horsepower. horsepower. Let's look at the mower attachments and setups and all that stuff. I got to remember to combine these two because I messed that up big time on another series. I didn't know that. Whenever you got a front and back mower, you're supposed to combine the horsepower together. So that's 20 horsepower. That one's 20 horsepower. So I need at least 40 horsepower. And honestly, I don't even know if these are going to work. I just think it's going to work because I see an attachment like this on the front of the tractor. So I'm hoping it will work. With that whole name selection of Daphne there, I really want to thank y'all so much for leaving those comments. Really do appreciate it. I do get back to, I believe, all the comments. I mean, a pretty small channel, so I got time to do that. It may take me a while to implement some of the stuff in the comments because I may record ahead quite a bit. Like, I think I recorded the first 6 episodes all in like 1 or 2 sittings. Well, you know what? It was like 3 sittings, but episode 1 never came out by the time I got done recording episode 6. So yeah, stuff like that. So just be patient with me. I'll get to it eventually as far as implementing that stuff in the videos. For example, there's another test I want to run. I like to run a lot of tests on these series. Y'all have a lot of great comments, and I want to see if I've been playing this game wrong. Got a few comments saying cut the logs to 9 meters. Best sell price right there. I'm going to give that a test run this episode as well. So let's see if that works better. Did get $364 right there. Hey, was that more? It might have been more. Also been thinking about changing that 5 times speed up to 10 times speed, get moving a little bit faster, get moving through the gears a lot faster, and possibly start unlocking some new stuff. Running a test with the lengths of the log is very, very simple to do, especially with this mod in the bottom right telling me the value of these logs at what they are right now. So the current value for this whole entire tree without cutting down is about $1,200. So I think I keep seeing it fluctuate a little bit there, but $1,202 might be fluctuating with time now that I think about it more. Got a 9 meter log right here for $1,750, and then we got a 6 meter log right here for $1,266. Now, does that mean it pays more? I mean, obviously it's longer, so it's going to pay a little more. There's been a lot of videos out there showing that 6 meter logs pay the best. So maybe, according to the whole tree, maybe it's best to cut it up to 9 meters. I don't know. Let's run that test real quick. To run this test efficiently and effectively, I got 2 trees at the same exact length that I'm going to end up cutting up to. One at 9 meters and one at 6 meter pieces. The 6 meter pieces will give me 4 cuts from the whole tree, and then the 9 meter is right here. There's only 3 cut. That last drop piece is like 7 meters or something like that. Let's see exactly how much that sells for, but to get the most accurate readings on this, I got to pause the time so that price does not change any moving over to the next hour, or maybe even moving over to the next minute. So there we go, putting it at 0 times speed. That right there made us $2,870 for that one tree. Looks like all the grass is picked up over there. That is great. That's what that finished work is. Got 4 pieces here. You know what? Let me get a little bit closer. 6 meters long, 4 pieces. It's showing us length is actually perfect. I didn't catch what it said on the length for the last 9 meter one, but let's get it sold off, see exactly what happens. Selling that off there made $2,870. Oh, that looks familiar. Okay, it's exactly the same. Okay. I guess it doesn't matter. 6 meter or 9 meter. They both have a good sell price. The exact same. I believe there are a couple of people that actually commented about that. So if you can, just go into a little more detail in the comments of why 9 meters is the best sell price. That'd be great. Help me out. Maybe it plays into the size of the tree, how many cuts you can get versus the drop you lose, all that stuff. I mean, maybe. I don't know. But either way, just ran the test on here. This map, No Man's Land, on hard economy. 6 meter logs and 9 meter logs both sold for the exact same thing. Selling this off here, and looks like that made $184. There's only a partial load, not much. Now, I don't know why I came in this way. That was actually an accident. Drove right past that because I want to go to the shop and see Daphne. So I need 40 horsepower to run that mower setup, and this is 45 horsepower, but I'm not going to go that low. Let's go ahead and bump it up to the full 51 horsepower. Might as well put the most in there that I can. We're going to go with both attachers right there. An extra 550 front loader. We'll get there eventually, just not quite there yet. $22,550 for this. Wow, I was not expecting it to be that much. But hey, we're gonna buy that. Don't got enough money for the mowers though. That's unfortunate. After running this test and realizing, hey, 9 meters, 6 meters pay the exact same, I'm gonna cut them to 9 meters. That's less cuts, less logs I actually got to hook up and carry over to the sell point. So great thing came out of this whole test. Not necessarily more money, but less cuts. Quite a bit of logs here, all cut up to 9 meters. Let's go ahead and get that sold off. Hopefully this gives me enough money for those mowers. Really got a feeling it's not going to. I don't know how much they cost, but man, that's $12,650 right there. That is a lot. Okay, maybe I do got enough money. Let's go see Daphne one more time, if she's still there. It's a little after 5 p.m. Maybe she left for the day. Either way, it's self-serve. Hey, she is still there. Don't mind me just pulling up in here. I'm tired of walking. One of them's 5,300, one of them's 2,100. Yeah, looks like we got enough money. Oh, hey, looky there. We can't change anything really on it except for the color. Kind of liking some red though. My tractor's red. Let's go with that, and it doesn't cost anything extra. I like that. $5,300. That back mower's ours, and then $2,100. That front mower's ours. Let's see if it actually attaches and works. That's the $1 million question right there, or the $10 million question, because I got a feeling I'm gonna need a lot of grass, especially for some animals. Does not appear to be attaching. Nope, not working. I guess that is very, very unfortunate. Oh man, how do I make this work? Because I don't think there's a single tractor out there where that could hook up to the front and actually run. Can't figure out a way to get it attached, but I think I got a way of getting this done. Now, looky here, over here on the right. There's a little bit of grass cut up right there. Did do a little test run. Apparently, I think does attach to the back. Blades are facing the wrong way, but it still works. So, hey, maybe I'll figure something out there. If you know what I'm thinking, let me know in the comments. Now, I got a big test I want to run this episode, and that is, will this mowing be more efficient? I don't know exactly. You know what? Now, the thing about hiring 2 workers probably ain't the best idea, but it does go up to 7 meters wide. We'll fire this bad boy up right here. We'll unfold it. Yes, this right here is 7 meters wide. That works out great, except for that middle part is missed. So if y'all can figure out exactly what I'm doing here, I'm going to have a driver follow him from behind with that other mower. Now, there's a little bit of an issue there. You see these blades right here, they're facing this way, obviously cutting the grass as you pull it. Yeah, that makes sense. That's perfectly fine. That does make a lot of sense. This blades are going the wrong way, but I believe it still works. That's what we're here to do and test. Hopefully it still works. I mean, looking at this attachment right here, I could easily pop out this pin, maybe change some stuff around, flip the whole thing around. Yeah, that'd be too easy to do in real life, right? Just can't do it on the game. So if it works, it works, and we're going to figure that out today. First thing up we need to do is just go ahead and create a course here, because I got other work to do while these workers are running. This field's going to end up being almost 4 acres. I forgot to look into the first field. 2.06 acres there, 3.95 acres here. Pretty good sized fields, I think. Plenty of trees out there in the middle of this field, at least it looks like there will be. Now, the ones previously that was in the middle of the field, I actually just went ahead and deleted them as far as chopping them down. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Just took the axe, hit a special button, bam, just completely removed it, just like I do the stumps. They're so small, I ain't worried about making the money off of them as far as hauling them over somewhere. Now, the way this is going to work, basically just going to pull up right behind it and then hire a driver with the follow me mod. Now, I don't think I can actually adjust the wages on the follow me mod part, so that's probably going to cost me more. Course play wages right now are at 50%. It's all good right now. I am going to change the distance on this. 25 meters I think is a little too far away, so how do I do this? Right control tells me right there, I just can't read. We'll do 5 meters. Good enough. I think I did mess up though. Hold up, let's unhire that worker, lower it, turn it on, and looks like it is cutting something. Hopefully it cuts really good. I don't know what's going to happen. I guess we're going to see together. Jump in this one right here. Already got the course play set up. Hit play. It's dropping down. It's mowing. How's the one behind it going to do? That's what I'm worried about the most, is the one behind it. Looks like it is actually working out great. Oh man, this is going to speed up the mowing so much. Not really speed up the picking up. Maybe it's time to buy another forage wagon. To do that, need some money. So I'm going to be cutting down some trees, making some money. I did say I'm just going to go ahead and delete these trees. Change a part here, change of plans. This truck is actually pretty nice, and you know what? It missed that tree. Why did I even waste my time cutting it down? At least one headland's almost done. That will tell me what trees I need to cut down. I thought I had to remove this one, so I was in a hurry. Guess not. Starting to wonder if this was really even worth it. It actually ended up being more trouble for a little bit there, because I was trying to load it up on the bed nice and flat. Turns out those straps don't touch it, but I also thought they would still work if they didn't touch it. Turns out that was wrong. So the straps actually have to touch the wood to hold the wood in there. I mean, that does make sense, but this is a video game. That's why I thought it would work. But all those in there, ended up deleting one of them, I think, on accident. Not sure, but hey, we got somebody blocked by an object. Don't know what's going on there. Hey, it went away. We're good. Sell that off right there for $509. Ooh. I don't know. Maybe it's worth it for 1950. Just decided to take a quick peek over there at that progress they're making, and looks like they're about done mowing. That was really fast. I haven't even got any trees sold off. Just finally got them over here. Got them cut up. Now I was going to push them around and get them lined up and hooked up. They might be a little too fast. Yep, a little too fast. Hey, that's a good thing though. I really do like that. It's amazing. So fast, a lot faster. I forgot to exactly look how long it was going to take for this course play to run too. I remember last time on that 2-acre field, it was an hour long. And there's also a little overlap issues, but still really long. All done there. I did go ahead and pull forward a little bit there just to make sure everything got touched up with this worker. We'll get rid of her. I wish there was an easy way for me to identify which one had the most horsepower, because I believe they both are looking pretty similar. Oh wait, never mind. The stack location. That's gonna tell me. Okay, we all good. Maybe I could have left that worker now that I think about it more, because I gotta get both of these off the field. And the best way to get both of these off the field real fast is just go ahead and hire a worker to follow me. That way I only got to do this once instead of twice. I think I got enough money to go ahead and get another forage wagon. We got 2 tractors out there, might as well run 2 forage wagons. And what is this? Is this gold nugget? Oh, it kind of looks like candy, I don't know. Either way, I'm back here to see Daphne. Hey Daphne, how's it going? I'm doing good. That's a horrible impression of the female. Hey, maybe one of y'all know, I'm a little confused here. There's this roller position over here. Let's see if I can show it a little better. Right here, roller position. Got all kind of different options. So whenever I change it, it changes something down here with the roller. All kinds of different options. What does that do? Does anybody know? Let me know in the comments, please. But $4,700, we're going to buy this thing right here. Only requires 25 horsepower. That is pretty nice. I like that. And plus the 8,500 liter capacity. Oh, that's really nice too. And I should have just drove one of my tractors up here, but I tabbed over and walked over here. Ain't going to lie on that one. Looking into the course play here, I'm going to give this a test run. I'm actually going to run 2 tools on this. I believe you can go up to 5. Let's see here. 5, yep. Also have the option just to do 1 and start it up somewhere else. So I already loaded in the course with 2 tools, which is 2 trailers, 1.4 meter wide. I don't know how I feel about that, but it's fine, I guess. Number of headlands, 5, blah, blah, blah. We're all good. Already generated in. Let's start it up now. I'll select the left side or the right side here. I guess this one could run on the left. Let's make sure that working width is correct. Yeah, it is. Have to click down here, reset that sometimes. Been having a lot of issues with it recently with the whole update. I don't know, maybe that's part of the update. That one's going to run on the left, the other one's going to run on the right. That's actually the faster tractor. It's been traveling about a half a mile to 1 mile an hour faster than this one, which makes sense. It's got more horsepower. In order for me to load the course, I got to save it though. So let's go ahead and save it over here on CP2, Custom Field 2, or whatever course play 2, I don't know. With it running like this versus the other way, there's a few pros and cons to all this, I believe. I mean, big con is, hey, you're going to have 5 on here. That's going to be an issue a little bit later on. And believe me, I'm going to have more than 5 tractors on some of these fields. At least I plan on it. And I mean, I guess one of the pros here is the fact that it shouldn't run into each other. Shouldn't. I mean, fingers crossed. It could happen, especially with this huge delay in between them and unloading and all that stuff. But hey, we'll see exactly what happens. I'm going to keep a close eye on how much we spend in wages versus how much we're going to make from this grass. Hopefully we make a profit. You've got to be kidding me. You seriously got to be kidding me. I just got back over here to try to straighten this stuff out and sell it. Somebody already needs to be unloaded. I mean, this is a good problem to have. I guess I need to go ahead and set up some auto drive stuff because I'm going to have to automate this a little better. Looks like the rain's starting to come in. I don't know if they'll continue working or not. I'm hoping they do. First trailer there sold off for $381. Yeah, I think that's going up probably each month. I'm not sure when the best sell price is for grass. I think it's usually around January. I mean, that's usually the best sell price for a lot of stuff. Second trailer here sold off for $381. I mean, hey, I'm really thinking I will get a profit off this stuff. Not as much as the wood, but there's going to be some profit there, I think. I'm really excited to see if this actually works here. This might be the most amount of pickup points I've gotten. Let me count this real fast and see exactly how many there is. There is 18 of them. I got a feeling I'm going to have a hard time trying to get all this into the sell point at once. I'm definitely going to give it a try, though. Before I get all those trees over here, I got to get this out of the way, and let's see if it's still another 381 or whatever it was. Oh, that's $381 right there. So yeah, I guess it was pretty consistent on the prices there. You know, I'm really interested. When is the best sell price for that stuff? I should probably really save it. Looks like it is January best sell price. Hay is up there as well. Hay is a better price, and I should probably look into turning this stuff into hay. I'll get there eventually one day. I kind of got a feeling if I want to get all this in one spot, I might have to bring the dozer up here, or if I want to get all this in the sell point at once. Oh gosh, I'm popping a wheelie. This is not going good. Took a little while, took a few wheelies, but hey, finally got it all over here in the sell point. I think it's all in the sell point. We'll find out here in just a second. Gonna hit that button, see how much we made. $16,958 in sold wood, and it all did sell off. Really thought it'd be more money than that. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna change this course play up, see if it will actually work all the way through. Highly doubt it will. I don't think I got an exact turnaround point in there, but I'm gonna set it up on sell point, turn it on. It should go sell, then come back, I think. Hopefully. I have no idea. Looks like it made it over here, but not quite selling. And I mean, the point is pretty far up there, I thought. I guess not. It stopped right on it, huh? Too easy of a fix, maybe? Maybe, I don't know. Let's just move that point a little further forward, possibly. Hit the start. Let's see exactly what happens now. One thing I am worried about is the whole turnaround, because I don't exactly have any course for a turnaround here. It's selling off now. Looks like it's working for now. Let's see if it turns around on its own or not. That ended up making $382 right there. Ooh, liking that. Wage payments, no! Okay, looks like the driver reached the sell point, not going back. Interesting. It's been going back this whole entire time for me whenever I just set it on go to. Don't know what's going on there, I guess. Oh well, maybe I need to use this harvest setup right here. Not sure. I'll figure this out one day. But the whole time I've been using this work mode right here, drive to the sell point. It would get to the sell point and then it would start driving back to the field automatically. So I'm not sure which one I need to use kind of looking like I probably need to use this one right here. I'll have to have this as field 2, maybe unload at the sell point, maybe. Oh, can't reach field 2. Okay, I might be on the right track here. I'm gonna mess around with this course play a little bit, see if I can figure this out, maybe watch a few tutorials on it, but I have no idea where it's going right now. Completely got me lost there. It has been a minute since I have been on here to play, and when I say a minute, I mean a minute. FS25 has came out. Hopefully this is working. Yep, it looks like it's going good. I don't know, I'm just setting these on last, but yeah, like I was mentioning there, FS25 has came out, and I have been a little busy playing that. So it's actually been 9 days since I played this FS22. Today is November 20th. Last time I played it was November 11th. I actually went ahead and put in my notice at work, so I will be leaving my job. Been there for 7 years almost, and yeah, kind of scary, but I think it's time for a change. Might go out and get another job, but I'm gonna try to hold off for as long as I can and try to focus on my awesome driving skills right here and make content. I mean, I definitely turned around way too early there, but hey, it's too fun to resist. With me quitting work, I'm actually gonna try to focus a little more on making this content, and if I do end up having to get a job, I'm gonna try to get something a little part-time so I ain't spending 48 hours a week there. Hopefully it all works out. Gosh, it's a big move. It's a big change. Huge pay cut. Going from a blue-collar job down to nothing. So yeah, if y'all know anything about working blue-collar jobs, they usually pay a little good. So if y'all would like to help out making this transition a little bit easier, I know it's around Christmas time and everything, but there are channel memberships available even for 99 cents a month. There should be some other ones in there as well. If you can, please check those out and consider becoming a channel member. I'd really appreciate that. I know I'm not freaking out as much as my wife is, so that would definitely make it a lot easier on her. Finally got one worker finished here. Looks like that second one's probably going to finish up here pretty soon. If I can remember correctly, that stack being on the right side of the tractor there, that's going to be our lower horsepower one. I need to get them all kind of on the same level. That way they're all kind of going at the same speed. Had a little bit of an issue of a distance there with them mowing together, but it's all good. It worked out great, I think. Like Tony the Tiger says. I probably shouldn't say that. Maybe that's copyrighted. But yep, I'll stop that. But hey, no, another finished worker there. And what am I doing driving this? I have no idea. I should be not driving this. I never actually figured out the course play, so yeah, that's not good. And what are you doing going that way? I don't think you can turn around. Come on. There we go. We'll just hit sell point. You know what? We'll go unload at the sell point. Hey, great thing also, did quite a bit off camera there as I was trying to figure out this course play. The price on this grass definitely went up a lot. I'm starting to get over $400 a sell on it. Full trailer full, but I don't got no full trailer full here. Now that should go over there and sell off automatically, and then I'll see a little bit of money pop up. I'll try to catch one of them. I mean, this one is almost full. And oh man, you're looping around the long way, aren't you? Yeah, I went ahead and built the course all the way around this little custom field I got going here. While that's going on, I'll be cutting away here, trying to make a bunch of money and buy some land eventually. No promises on that. It's probably gonna be like episode 500 by then. Looks like that first little harvest income there was $202. That's actually gonna be the smaller trailer of the two. I think that was like 50% full. What else do we got going on here? Actually, you know what? That other one will not sell off because this is just gonna park here. So let's get it moved up out of the way. That one directly behind it, I believe is like 90-something% full. So we might be in the $400 range right there. Possibly. I'm pretty interested. Let's see exactly what it is. And I need to get these tractors back out there going and making some money because they're not going to be making any money sitting here doing nothing. Selling off right there, that's $356. Not quite that 400, but hey, I swear it was up there in the 400 range, I think. I just realized something. I've been kind of doing this a little bit backwards, I'd say. I've been trying to push all the smaller stuff forward, bumped up against the bigger stuff. I mean, yeah, that'd probably work out best because of the weight and everything, but I don't got many trees here, and those back ones back there, they're just so hard to push because trying to push them when they're not even, you can tell they're not even at all. Most of the time I end up got to lift them by hand and move them. I mean, they're light enough to move by hand, but this right here looking like it might work out the best right here. Just push everything back there. I mean, I guess it works out as long as I don't got too many trees here, but let me get these all pushed up here, get them sold off, probably finish out this month here with no home once again after fleeting the truck again. Oh man, that's unfortunate. It has been a minute since I've sold off any of this wood. Let's see how much I make here. Well, it's been a while for me. And that's going to give us $12,661. That's looking pretty good. I don't know. Is that a lot? Is that not? Oh man, I know there's a few times I was a little upset there. Maybe I should climb on top of this building right here and find a few things to help me out. Not going to do that. If you all didn't know, on top of that building there is where all the collectibles are. I believe you get like $1 million after getting them all or something like that. Not 100% sure on that. Oh man, are they closed? Is Daphne gone? No, Daphne is still in there. Okay. I was really concerned there because I was thinking about selling off some items. There are a few items I got that I will no longer be using. That is, I think an old mower and stuff like that. Probably go ahead and sell that stuff off. Get a little bit of money up there. I mean, $34,731 $41 right now. That's looking pretty good. I mean, definitely enough money to buy another tractor, maybe another mower setup. Don't know if that'd even help, but we could at least get some forage wagon picking up as the mowing's going on, though. If I get another tractor, that ain't a bad idea. First thing up here, we got our windrower. This little tiny windrower. It's not doing much. Let's go ahead and sell it. Right there it is, right there. We're gonna repaint it, make a little bit extra money back from it. I hope. I don't know. I never paid close enough attention. I just keep hearing it's a good thing to do. $967 right there. Some sold vehicles, making some good money. And then, whoa, what is this doing? Just sitting here in this open plot? Did I put that there on purpose? Huh, I don't know. I'm just like, why ain't it like in the grass? It's just sitting here in this open area. That must have been where some bushes were. But our first mower right here, not using it anymore. Man, it really got damaged just from that little use that it did do. And we're gonna go ahead and sell that off right there. Let's see what we get. $1,185. That's looking pretty good. Now this is our new mower setup. It worked out amazingly last time around. I'm really excited for it. Let's go ahead and sleep through the month, see how the weather is going to be tomorrow or next month, and get some more mowing going. Don't mind me, Daphne. This is where I sleep, right here. I'm not going to sleep in my truck anymore. Well, you know what kind of seat do I got in here? I got a bench seat, so that ain't bad to sleep on, but I was thinking about sleeping in the truck bed. So yeah, don't mind me. Y'all just do whatever y'all are doing. With how fast the mowing was done last time, I think it's time we go ahead and bump it up even more. I mean, our first field, we started here with a little over 2 acres. Second field here, almost 4 acres. This third field here is going to be 11.81 acres. Crazy. Well, seems crazy. I mean, especially with the small equipment, but I got both the tractors hooked up, ready to go. Let's get it out there. I do see quite a bit of trees on that field I just created. Gotta get those removed, and yeah, I'll probably just delete them. I said that last time around. I was like, no, let's go ahead and save them. Turns out that's kind of a waste. But before we do that, let's look a little bit into the last 2 months here. September, we ended up harvesting that first field, made us a profit there. That's our harvest income. That's our wage payments. And then, I mean, it's a profit. That's good. Now the profit's getting bigger and bigger. Obviously, the bigger the fields are, even though I'm using more workers, still getting bigger and bigger on the profit. I need to get more workers, but I really need to get some land. I want to get a house. I'm going to hold off on buying a tractor right now, get those mowers out there, and I'm going to continue cutting down trees because I need that money. But profit's looking good. Might have doubled, actually. You know what? What is that? 1,200. So double that would have been 24. Yeah, definitely doubled here because that's double. Looking pretty good. I like that. And I even used a more auto drive on that one right there. That's going to cost me some money too. Oh, you know what? I just noticed. October was the first month we ended up getting a profit all together though. $30,776. That's looking pretty good too. Looks like they made it around the headland there. And now that I look back in that back left corner there, how did they get through those trees? Really interested to see that in a second. But I got to say, this is definitely a huge field. I mean, this is even a good sized field for whenever I'm playing with modern day equipment. It's just ridiculous. Probably going to take a ridiculous amount of time to pick up as well. But hopefully by then I got more tractors and more forage wagons. But let's find out what's going on in that back left corner there, because I do see a worker stop and I don't know how they made it through without hitting those trees the first time around. See this tree right here. How in the world did they make it through this tree right here? I mean, I guess it got clipped or something and now it's blocked by this little tree. Too easy. Let's take them out. Oh, how nice it is to be back on FS22. I mean, I was really worried about getting back on here for a few reasons. One being, hey, maybe I'll love these mods way too much. I don't want to go back to FS25. And another reason being, hey, maybe I'll hate this so much. I don't want to continue playing FS22. But I am absolutely loving it, especially that speed running. Never realized how much I missed it until playing FS25 and walking like slower than a snail. It's ridiculous. You know, I was getting a little worried here that this might have been pulling too far ahead, and looks like it did. The worker did stop behind it, but that's fine. I can actually just start that worker up right here and start it up on the same course play. I don't have to necessarily do the follow me mod part to it. It just worked out pretty good previously, but this will work just as well, I believe. Yep, looks like it is working just as well, and you know what? It might actually pay you a little bit less too, because I don't know exactly how much money is charged with the follow me. Might be at the 100% rate, but I do know the course play rate is at the 50% rate. Might bump that back up to 100 because I'm starting to get some bigger profits, and I'm going to keep those profits coming in because we got to get this done. Get over to FS25 full time. And speaking of FS25 full time, I also am doing live stream multiplayers over there, so make sure you hit that notification bell. Don't miss out on that. Hit me up on Discord. I will post in Discord whenever I'm going live, and with me quitting my job pretty soon, that may be daily. Realizing it's November now, I really need to get that land and get a house in in there. Gotta speed up this wood production a little bit more here because that's only $8,476. Last time around I had a huge 30-something meter tree in there, but it was only 3 trees. I need to find all those 30-something meter trees and just sell them off, like a lot of them. Might take me longer to find them though. Would it be worth it? Maybe. You know, it's really not too hard to find those 30-something meter ones. They're the ones that's sticking out the top of these forestry areas. I see 3 right over here, or wait, that's a tree I just ran into. Maybe 4 of them right over here. I'll go ahead and take those, get them over there. I got 1 over there right now. I'm gonna see exactly how much money I can make selling off a bunch of those at once. Probably gonna be some pretty good money. Apparently I was wrong there. Don't listen to me because those are not 30-something meter ones. Okay, let's find some. This is what I'm looking for right here. We got our 20-something meters mixed in there with the 30-somethings. Obviously, the 30-somethings are taller. Okay, I guess I was a little confused at what I was looking at earlier, but I think I got it right now. I've already got 1 over there in our log cutting side area. I'm just going to grab 3 more. 4 of them's probably going to be a little too much for the weight as far as once I get them all together and dragging over to the sell point, but I think I can push the limits with that. And yes, that chain totally did just go right through that tree. Good thing that's not an actual collision because I'd be running into a lot of stuff. This is a problem I was not quite expecting. Having a hard time pushing these. I wasn't expecting those to actually roll up on top of each other there, but looking at it a little better, that might actually help a lot more getting all this stuff in the same sell point all at once. I really shouldn't try to tow all this at once, but hey, I gotta give it a try. Took a while, but let's go ahead and get all the chains hooked up to this and see how bad of an idea this is, because man, this is a lot of logs and a lot of big ones, especially these ones right here at the base. Man, these are crazy. Trying to get it going there. I see that front tire actually spinning pretty fast, pretty hard there. It's working out good though. It's moving, it's working. That's all that really matters. Well, it also matters if I get it all into the same sell point, because that'd be kind of pointless if I can't. I mean, I could have just made trips at that point, but I want to get it all in there together, get it all sold off together, see exactly how much all that money is together. I guess the calculator could help with that togetherness number, and I just had to say togetherness because I kept saying together so many times there. I believe they're all in there, at least just a little bit. That's all it's got to be, is just a little bit. Let's go ahead and sell it off, see how much we get. Please be a lot, please. Come on, what is that? $27,818, taking us up to $72,000. Oh man, what do I need? 85, I believe? Looking in here, yes, 85,000. Gosh, I should really edit that number, because $85,000 for some land back in 1950, that's ridiculous. Man, I am excited for this one. $72,000 there in the top right. Ooh, yes, that means we are so close to buying some land, buying a house. I mean, it's getting kind of cold. It's the month of November. Yeah, we're definitely going to be sleeping somewhere warm-ish, maybe. I don't know what kind of house I'm going to get. It's probably not going to be looking pretty at all. That's one area I haven't really looked into mods very much. 1950s homes, right? $11,447 there. Ooh, yes, so close, so close. But we got a finished worker up there. I should probably take care of that real quick. That should be one of the mowers, I believe. And then by taking care of that, I mean taking them out back, throwing them in the water with a cinder block to them. No, not that. Sorry, watching too many crime movies or something like that. What, 1950s mob movies maybe? Nah, what I mean by that is, wait a second, why did it not take care of the bushes? That's weird. I guess I accidentally turned off real mower mod. I mean, they don't do any purpose to me anyways. I just like to get rid of them while I'm mowing. Huh, interesting. That's all good. I'll go ahead and dump this mower off, get the forage wagon hooked up to it, go ahead and start it up, get it running. Got the first trailer full of grass sold off right there. $408 right there. See, I told y'all I was over $400. Got it. I believe it's just going to go higher and higher each month all the way up until January. Should really save it, but I got nowhere to save it. That's the thing. I mentioned saving it before in the past, but nowhere to save it. That's whenever we're going to get some land, also a house, might get a bunker silo and start making some silage. I don't know. Do I really want to do a bunker silo? That might be my only option as far as 1950. Still got to do a little bit of research there, and I found a lot easier way of running these logs up and down instead of pushing them. Right now, all I'm going to do is plate the end, cut them up to 9, push them over to the side, and then I use that truck to pull them forward to line them up. Seems like it took forever, but this is finally done. Now, the reason I believe it took so long is because it was definitely traveling at a lower speed, because this is obviously a weaker engine. Oh man, I don't know if I should. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade it. I believe I'm gonna have enough money on this next sell of logs to still buy the land, even if I upgrade this engine, because it's so far behind as far as work goes. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. Hello, Daphne. Nice to see you again. You know, whenever I pick that name, totally random, but I think next time I ask for a name, I'm gonna ask for a backstory behind it too, because the person that left that name Daphne talked about how I believe it was his grandma's name or something like that, and she worked at a farm, potato farm and stuff like that. Hopefully I got it right. I don't remember. It's been a while since I read that comment, but it had a cool little backstory behind it, a meaning behind it. And why did I just repair, repaint? It's like I'm selling the thing. Oh my gosh. That was a waste of money, maybe. I mean, 82,000 still. We're good, I think. Okay, we're going to go Farm All Super M. What's that right there? MD. I did learn something. The D stands for the diesel. Did not know that. And then the Super M. Is that also a diesel one? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, but extra $7,000. I'm telling you, one day I'll get that land. It's happening this episode, I already decided. Now, how realistic-ish are we going with this series? Because that trailer needs to be unloaded again. Oh man, I couldn't figure out a course play to make it automatically go to sell, then come back to where it was on the field, where I wouldn't have to do absolutely anything to it at all. Oh man, this is not looking good. Maybe I can figure something out as far as using a silo, but I need land to do a silo because I believe I've seen some options for that. And also I didn't really look it up on YouTube. I should probably take the time and do that. Maybe I'll do that at work today. Yes, I said today. I've been up since 1 a.m. It's now 3 a.m. I go to work at 6 a.m. This is not looking good. I did mention I believe I found an easier way of doing this, and normally I'd take this bulldozer, push it up this direction with these four, or well, actually, you know what, I started pushing it backwards to make it easier on the little ones. But now, let me show you all this real quick. This worked out amazing. Just hook the chain up and pull it. That's it. That's the amazing part. Doesn't have to be perfect, and I can push those closer together if I really want to and need to. I was actually hugging it up there a lot better than that. But like I said, I'll push them up there. Might even try to shoot that gap with the little four back there. That's not a bad idea. These little ones are definitely small enough to move by hand, but hey, moving 4 of them at a time versus moving 1 at a time by hand, I think I figured a faster way of doing it. And I guess I could have those connected right there. Yeah, probably could have. I'm just going to connect them now the way they are. They'll end up being a little offset in the sell point, but that's going to be fine, I think. I don't know. It's the first time I'm trying it with this big of a gap. Normally I butt them up together, but with that bulldozer only traveling at 7 miles an hour, I'm not liking it. Let's take it over there, get it sold off. Looks like we got a blocked object that needs to be unloaded as well. Oh, come on. Really? Wait, what are you blocked by? Okay. I guess that. I hope they don't get mad about that. I know I wouldn't. I'm just kidding, I totally would. I mean, that would have definitely broke out. If not the flower pot thing, the boxes would have for sure. But we got them all in there. That's all that matters. Sold that off for $11,467, taking us up over that $85,000. Ooh, yes, let's buy some land. Now, I'd really like to get the land over by the water, kind of decorate it a little nicer, stuff like that. Hey, looky there, got a worker coming in to make it sell. Another $408 most likely coming our way. But I think I'm going to stick with land over here. Probably build up a house on that little rock face over there once I actually purchase that spot. Let's see here. I went to the wrong menu. We will end up going into this menu here. Looking at the land, 55 will cover that rock spot. Might go ahead and put a house over there right now. Yeah, that ain't a bad idea because I don't think I'm going to get anything super nice. There we go. And oh man, we are definitely running out of money there. Well, it's actually going up right now. I thought it was going down. No, it's going up. That is awesome. Let's take a little quick peek over here, see exactly what I need to remove. $408 from that grass I just sold off. Looks like that's done. I did leave these on where they don't go away. That way I could bump over to them because this just seems to be the easiest way I figured it out. We'll put that on CP3. That's filled. Take it over there. It's going to drive over there. While it's driving over there, I usually come back, cut down some trees or move some other equipment around. And once I get like 5+ tractors going at one time, it's not going to be looking good. I'm just going to go ahead and delete these trees over here. Straight up delete them. Not using them for anything. I should probably cut them, sell them, make a little extra money, but I'm not too worried about it. I am a little worried about that low income up there because that's going to end up getting me in trouble with hiring workers, I think. I mean, it's looking like plenty. I believe I spend right between $100 and $200 each month for wages, so not too bad. And see, I can't even make it that far over here, and I got another trailer full. Imagine if those 5 trailers. I really need to increase the capacity on it. Got the tractor still going away here, and okay, you know what? Yeah, that's working, I guess. Oh, nope, might not work. Hurry up, let's get sold off so that driver can get going. Okay, that should be in there enough, hopefully, and I believe I'm right on the sell point. Yeah, probably, but we'll go ahead and sell that off. $8,576. Taking us up to $11,000, and yeah, like I was saying, I got the tractor still going away, selling off. Making still that, I believe, $408 each time. I guess the price is not fluctuating much in November here. Another thing I'm a little interested in here is the Global Goods Transport Outlet. Is that made in the 1950s with a 200,000 liter capacity? Asking for a friend. Believe I got enough trees cut up and sold off from this area over here. Now the little ones, like I said, I'm just going through deleting them. I'm not going to worry about them. There's a few big ones in here. Now all this land I do not own. Actually, you know what? I think it splits right about here or so. That big tree right there, I guess I technically don't own. I mean, all the trees I've been selling off and mowing grass, I technically don't own. But oh well, let's look into farmhouses, see what all we can get here. Now this is not an American map, so I want to try to go with something that's not American. Yeah, $350,000. Was this in the 1950s? I don't know. Definitely not buying that house. I should really adjust the prices on this stuff. Hey, this ain't too bad. Nice little Alpine looking house. That might work from the Alpine pack. You know what? I'm going with just a sleep trigger. That's where we're sleeping. Buildings of Norway. This is actually looking pretty cool. Almost kind of an American style house, but oh well. Let's see if I can find something in something cheap. Might just end up going with the No Man's Land one. I don't know yet. I found one. Yes, I did. It cost $20,000. Not going to show y'all yet. It's going to be a secret. Maybe next episode. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm going to get it in this episode. It's looking pretty nice. It's kind of a log cabin. I'm liking it. I think it'll go great with a 1950s possibly. I mean, log cabins, they've been around for a long time, right? I mean, it's not technically a log, like a Lincoln log block type cabin. Looks more like planks on the side. I don't know. Either way, it's going to be fitting. I don't know what's inside of it, so it might be a little modernized on the inside, but I'm not going to worry about that. Let's get some more trees sold off and get a little bit more grass sold off because that money is actually going up right now. And then eventually I'll have that $20,000 one day. Hey, $408 right there from that sold grass. That's looking pretty nice. I don't know why I'm still cutting these up. I just realized something. I own land. If I own land, that means I can own some sort of storage. And if I own some sort of storage, that means I can sell these off automatically. I mean, I will take a hit on that, and to buy that storage does cost money. That's not my priority right now. Right now, I'm trying to focus on getting, let's see here, trying to push these over. Trying to focus on getting that house in. And then next up will be some sort of production, and that production is going to end up being something timber related. Either a storage or a sawmill, most likely both. Can't remember exactly how much I've been getting. Hopefully this is enough right here. $8,578 for all that sold wood. Yeah, that's going to be a close one actually, because I might need a little more money than that $20,000. The house alone is $20,000. Then there's some terraforming fees, I guess, with the ground. Maybe I can smooth it out first, because if I smooth it out myself, it's not going to cost anything. But we do have a trailer full that needs to be unloaded of grass. That's going to get us up over that number of $21,000, which I think would be enough. Hopefully it is. Not sure. Let's get it over there, get it sold off. I mean, this one actually looks pretty nice. I could probably go with this log cabin right here and still be within the range of the dates and everything, but that ain't the one I was looking at. Let's see if I can find the one I was looking at. It's somewhere in here, or maybe it got lost. Wait, where is it? Oh, okay. It just doesn't look like it in the picture right there. This one's got a lot of extras kind of on the outside, little decorations and everything. What I really like about it, but I just don't know what's inside of it. Now that I look at it more, I can't go inside of it. Oh well, that's fine. I ain't too worried about that. And I do got enough money, so it's going to cost right around $400 extra or something like that to do a little terraforming with it. I'm fine with that. Let's place it in right there. Gonna work out great. I'm gonna have to level out the ground a little more to pull my vehicles up in here, but I am happy with that. Not 100% sure what I want to do with this rock face right now. I mean, I am thinking about just throwing some rocks in there, but a few issues. They're kind of a different color texture and everything. Not sure if I got that same one out there. It might be out there somewhere. Also, I'm thinking maybe just level it out where it was and make a two-tier right here. Up here where the house is will be some parking. Down here might just be some little partying or something. Not sure. I'm gonna go a little extra, possibly, with the decorations. I'd say I am, and then I'm just like, I'm spending too much time on it, getting carried away with it. Let me do a little more touching up here, make it look pretty presentable and nice. So let's take a quick look here. Getting a little dark, might be a little hard to see. I don't know, y'all should be able to see it fairly good. Got a nice gravel driveway going all the way up here, a little circle around. This is actually a two-tier, two-layered one. I did just smooth it out, not sure how bumpy it is, and I hope I see a pretty good sized bump there. I'll figure it out as I drive over, and then I'll just hit it with the soften tool some more until it works out great like this right here. There it goes, smoothing out, working great. This up here is flat, this down here is flat, and then kind of a hillside working into it. I think it should work out great for what I want to do right now. I'm going to get some lights in there eventually. That's all I'm going to do for right now as far as decoration. I actually don't have very many decoration mods. I mean, it does look like I have quite a bit in here, but it's only like a couple of packs. Not all out like I used to do. Hey, that gave me a nice whole vehicle parked out here. Maybe not. Got to be careful. Make sure I don't get anything too modernized. Looking at this house a little bit, there might be some modernized stuff on there. Nah, it's all good. There is still a huge amount of grass on this field. Yeah, I'm going to change the capacity on these. I don't know. There's just too much driving back and forth. I'm going to change the capacity, bump them up quite a bit, maybe 1,000,000 liters or so. This is just way too much. I'm going to work on it though. Hopefully get it all done before December, because I don't want there to end up being snow on the ground or something like that. But that is actually going to be all you're seeing for this year, because I'll bring y'all back whenever it's springtime, and maybe we'll be getting a field put in. It's looking pretty promising since we own some land. But either way, that's going to be it for this episode right here. Really want to thank y'all so much for stopping in and watching. Really do appreciate it. If y'all haven't already, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Y'all got any tips, tricks, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section, because they're always welcome.